slow. Young and trapping out the bando, from the ceiling fan to the damn floor, trying to stack my money up, cause that's the only way we can go. Tell my mama that I'm okay, see the money coming through the doorway. Got a bad bitch with a lot of money, that's foreplay. Okay, they watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. Watching me, they watching me, they watching me.
Trapped inside this spell. Now I feel like your demons drag me close to hell. I can feel that.
Looking in the mirror 'cause it's only you that you have to So introducing the We Are City Worldwide Fan Channel Club Membership Scheme. It's a chance for you guys to support the channel just a little bit more. In this video, this short little video, I'm just going to explain to you what it is, what you'll get from each of them, and will it affect the channel? That's probably the main question you guys are thinking of. Of course, you guys want to know, will it affect the channel? I'll answer that straight away. No, nothing on the channel will change. Everything will be exactly the same. It already is. Nothing's changing. This membership scheme, this club, the We Are City Club, is just a little bit extra for you guys if you want to, really support the channel and just get a little bit extra. And in that case, you'll be paying. So I'll tell you what it is and what you'll get for each one. So the We Are City Bronze Club, this is our, first starting tier of membership. And to be part of the Bronze Club, it would be 99p a month, a pound a month, really, £12 a year, that's all it is. And for that, you get the basics, but you do get a little bit extra than that. So you get the loyalty badges that I've created that are on screen now. So the longer you're a member, the better the loyalty badge gets, and eventually you can be a Champions League winner here with your Bronze Club. You can be get these, so you can use them in live streams, these custom emojis here. I've made a few of them. As you guys, start to become members, the more I can add. So these are the current ones at the moment that you guys can use. And then finally, one that is an exclusive thing just for you guys is career mode uncut gameplay, or any gaming video uncut gameplay. So when I put the videos out and you guys watch them, the gameplay is cut into highlights to keep the videos down to around 40 minutes. The gameplay will be uncut, so the video will be about an hour long, maybe a bit longer, and the gameplay is the full game. You can watch the full game, no highlights, no edits, get to see every little bit of action. That's what you get if you join the We Are City Bronze Club. So if you join the We Are City Silver Club, that would be $3.99 per month, a little bit more, but this is what I'd call our main membership scheme. This is the one you want to be on if you want the real extras. So you get, just like before, the loyalty badges, the custom emojis, and also the career mode uncut gameplay, but you get a lot more extra. You get early access to every single upload and every bit of content on this channel. So every time I upload a video, I tend to upload, sometimes I can be in 3 months advance, sometimes I can be in a few days advance, but every single time, as soon as I upload that video, you guys get to watch it. You watch it instantly. Never wait for a video ever again. They'll be right on your screen. You can even watch them as box sets and maybe watch a full season if you wait a few weeks, where some people will only be 3 or 4 episodes in. If you're our Silver Club member, you can watch a full box set possibly of the We Are City career mode gaming episodes or so on. You also get a little bit extra than that. You get an exclusive career mode series, a career mode series that only you as Silver Club and above Gold Club members will get to see. That is something which is pretty exciting. A series just for you guys, a series that won't be on the channel at all. You also get the monthly live Q&A where you guys get to ask me about the ongoings on the channel, what's going off the channel and so on, and give your input on whether you think that we should do a certain thing or not. You guys are really important. And also you get photos and status updates. So that is a little thing which is not massive, but every time I make a sign in the career mode or I do anything in career mode, you get to see it ages in advance. I'll take a picture, post it on the community tab, only for you guys as members to see, to know what is happening behind the scenes here on the channel. And finally, our highest tier of membership will be to join the We Are City Gold Club, £5.49. Hello, welcome back to the We Are City channel. It's good to have you guys in the comments. Quite a few of you already are here. Adjin is here as always, and so is Orbital Gaming 5571. Good to have all you guys. Already predictions coming in. Adjin's predicted a 1-1. It's a charity match, the result doesn't matter. Orbital Gaming has predicted a 4-2 in Manchester City's favour. Great to have you. City versus Barcelona today. It is, of course, a charity game. But it's maybe a little bit more than that. It's a bit of an edge in it, isn't it? It's sort of the Bernardo Silva derby in a way. Barca think they will sign Bernardo Silva. City think they will keep Bernardo Silva. Well, Bernardo Silva starts today. That is the City team on your screen right now. In goal is Stefan Ortega Moreno, making his first Manchester City start since the pre-season tournament. We've got Rico Lewis, Kyle Walker, Ruben Dias and Sergio Gomez in the side there. First time to see Gomez in action. Rico Lewis gets his first start for Manchester City. In the midfield starts Calvin Phillips, Cole Palmer, who always tends to play the midfield for Pep Guardiola. Pep seems to prefer Palmer in the middle rather than on the wing. Bernardo Silva also in there, the man who is stuck between City and Barca. Then it's a front three from City, Foden on the left, Riyad Mahrez back on the side on the right hand side, and Julian Alvarez starts up top. Apparently Manchester City will be wearing their third kit today, not the home kit, but in the graphics I've gone with the home kit. That was not confirmed before the game, so I've just gone with the home kit. We don't care. It's a charity game. I'm sure you'll accept the graphics. Jack Wilson is here. He says hello. He's saying a 3-3 draw, bit of a strange high-scoring game. Well, I hope City are a bit more defensively solid than last time out, Jack. No Robert Lewandowski for Barcelona. We'll have a look at their side pretty soon. And MK is here, as always, looking for a good match and a City win. Let's have a look at the two sides line up against each other. So this is the City side and the Barcelona side. So in goal starts Iñaki Peña for Barcelona, spent last season on loan at Galatasaray. It is the experienced Jordi Alba and Gerard Piqué in the back line, alongside former Barcelona youth player Sergio Roberto and new signing Jules Koundé, who is yet to register to play in La Liga, but does start today for Barcelona. In midfield three, it is the long-standing Sergio Busquets, the man who's been linked to Manchester United time and time again, Frenkie de Jong, and then he's partnered with Franck Kessié, who signed from AC Milan on a free transfer this summer. The front three, one player is very familiar. On that left-hand side, it is Ferran Torres, ex-Manchester City player. No Eric Garcia today. On the right-hand side, is new signing from Leeds, €65 million man, Rafinha. And up top, the man who could be on his way to Chelsea, it is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, once of Arsenal, isn't he? Joel says, I'm glad to see Parma start, and let's see how Sergio Gomez does. Gomez going to be a very exciting one, isn't it, today? I'm excited to see Gomez play and see how he does. And interestingly enough, I'm also interested to see how Rico Lewis does on the right-hand side as well. Cole Palmer, what do you guys think of Cole Palmer? Because he always seems to start on the right wing for, you know, everyone who says, you know, Palmer will be another choice winger, seems to always play through the middle for Pep Guardiola. I just can't see Palmer playing on the right wing for City at all. Pep seems to like playing him inside. Does that mean City would go into the market for another winger next season rather than another midfielder? Say we will lose Bernardo Silva or someone like that. But it's interesting, isn't it? Key battles today are going to be in that midfield. Bernardo, Palmer and Phillips versus Kessié, Busquets and Frenkie de Jong. It's going to be interesting to see how Busquets and Phillips compared to each other. Phillips probably got more legs than Busquets now. And I'm expecting a good performance from Calvin Phillips today. I think he needs to show it, doesn't he? If he wants to get in ahead of Rodri at any point this season, he's got to put in some good performances, hasn't he? Calvin Phillips. Mark Hubert, he's here. Hello. Didn't know the match was today. Found out when I saw a live stream. Liking this squad. Yeah, I think we're all quite really liking this squad, aren't we? It is a game which is meaningless, and it's a game where players have a chance to impress. Stefan Ortega Moreno could have an absolute blinder today and perhaps push Ederson out of that number one spot. We could see Rico Lewis have an incredible game, perhaps push Kyle Walker at the right back spot after a disaster class against Newcastle United. Sergio Gomez could have a fantastic game. Phillips could do. Palmer could do. You know, Julian Alvarez could do also. I can't see him pushing out Erling Haaland, who's been fantastic for City so far. But there is lots of interesting players and interesting ideas, performances possibly in there today. I'm very excited to see how some of these players perform. Will we beat Barcelona? I'm not quite sure. My prediction is a 1-1 draw. I don't think it'll be as full of goals as we think it will be. I really don't. I don't know why I don't think it'll be full of goals as some people are predicting. I just think it'll be a more cagey performance. I think City just look to try and get their rhythm. A lot of these players won't have the rhythm, will they? Considering they haven't played much at all this season. Elmo says Bernardo used to play on the wing, but improved once moved to midfield. Exactly, and perhaps that is the way Cole Palmer will be going. Joe says Walker and Stones were poor versus Newcastle, and Karen for Almiron to score. Yeah, I assume that, and the Cancelo for Almiron to score, maybe, or the Karma. Stones and Walker were very poor. Very, very poor. I thought Cancelo was poor in the first goal, but I haven't seen a worse Kyle Walker performance than that. And it's interesting because in the Bournemouth game at the Etihad, the person next to me, I spoke to them and I said, I feel like this just could be the season Kyle Walker gets found out. And I thought at the time maybe that was the wrong thing to say, and maybe I'll get proven right, maybe I'll get proven wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But by the idea of Kyle Walker getting found out, Kyle Walker, we mentioned it in the Newcastle stream, didn't we? And we mentioned it in our little match day review after a Newcastle one, was that Kyle Walker is a defensive fullback. He is a fullback who stays in the centre-back position and controls those counter-attacks. And he's crucial to controlling the Manchester City counter-attacks, isn't it, that come at us from the opposition. Whereas if Kyle Walker is playing this sort of new role that Pep Guardiola has found for him, in a sort of inverted fullback, central midfielder role, like we've seen Cancelo do in the past, it's just not going to work, is it? It is completely out of Kyle Walker's skill set. It is not what Kyle Walker can do himself. He is not that sort of player, and he will really, really struggle if he is to play there. We need Kyle Walker to play in the position that he's good. Play him in his best position and start making him invert. Today he plays as centre-back, and I think playing as a centre-back for Kyle Walker is probably even more suited than Kyle Walker playing as an inverted right fullback. I really do think centre-back suits him more. We've got scenes on here. The game is for charity today, and it is for, I believe, in Spanish it is ELA. It would translate to ELA. I think we would call it ALS, which is a motor neuron disease, I think, which affects people's motor neurons, of course. And there is a lot of people there, people who are suffering, obviously, from this condition. It's great to see them in the stands, and obviously this big game, which has sold 81,000 seats today, is raising money for people who suffer from a similar condition to them. So that is a really nice idea, and perhaps, we're a bit unhappy with City playing this game. When the season's already started, myself, I think it's a silly idea, but it allows some of the younger City players to try and get up to a level, to try and get to a standard, to try and show themselves, try and get a bit of rhythm, get a bit of sharpness, but also it's for a good cause, and that is the main thing, that it is for a good cause. Argentina Sergio Gomez played for Barca and Ferran for us, so we have familiar faces today, if we could say it like that. Yeah, we do, and it'd be interesting to see how Ferran Torres does. He's not been so impressive for Barcelona. Barcelona fans, not the biggest fan of Ferran Torres. He was at times fantastic for Manchester City, at times quiet. He sort of found his position, didn't he, as a centre-forward at City, and then before he could really shine, Barcelona came in with that £65 million offer, or £55 million offer for Ferran, and that was it. He was gone, and we never really saw him. We thought, that's a shame to lose him before we could really see him flourish. But for City, a player that he signed for 20 million, to sell him for 55 for a massive profit, and for him to then not really work out Barcelona, things have looked really good in that deal, haven't they? And that has looked like a really good idea for Manchester City, the way we've flipped a player like that. And perhaps we'll do that with Sergio Gomez. I'm not saying Gomez already is going to be leaving to join Barcelona, but I can tell you now, if Barcelona came in with a bid for Sergio Gomez, if he had an impressive few seasons for Manchester City, the chances are that it being his boyhood club, he would say, you know what, I want to leave and join them. It is likely. And if that was the case, then, City, a player that we've signed for around £15 million, we could sell for 30, 40 million for Barcelona and again make profit, and that is an idea. We've got a little vote also in the chat here. Will Bernardo Silva score against Barcelona? 70% of you actually think he will score today, interestingly enough. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, why not? Give us a subscribe. Subscribe is massive. It is massive on the channel. We're looking to hit... This is a big aim. I'm looking to hit 5,000 subscribers before the World Cup. I don't know if that is possible, but we've got big, and I mean big plans for the World Cup coming on the channel. We've also got some new series starting over the next couple of weeks for the new season, so get ready for that, guys. It is coming to the channel. Of course, we've got the Newcastle career mode currently playing out. This will be the final season of that. And it says that's why Man City are one of the best when it comes to transfers. Yeah, buying players and selling them for a profit. That is the idea. We've made profits on the likes of Leroy Sané, haven't we? We did make a profit on him. We did make a profit on Gabriel Jesus after getting many good years out of him. Not so much on Raheem Sterling, but that was a little bit different. Just a little comments here. Right now, solid in attack. For me, he's more of a sentiment. James does not... Oh, Alexander-Arnold, I think you're on about Adjin there. James, well, I mean, Reece James would be fantastic at Manchester City. I'd love Reece James at City. It's just never going to happen. Gomez being a City fan when he was younger is great because he will fight for the badge. Yeah, I mean, when Gomez said that, I saw a lot of people saying, oh, he wasn't a City fan. It's another one of them. I think people forget that City fans are a lot younger now, aren't they? And that Sergio Gomez, there's pictures of him in a City shirt when he was younger. It's brilliant to see. There's a man in a Barcelona shirt here on the field, and he is doing a bit of a singing here. He's singing some songs here. He's the man on the field at the Camp Nou, or the Spotify Camp Nou as it's now known. He's not quite Bad Bunny, but he He's not that bad of a singer. Joel says last season when we played for us, he was a number 9, but as soon as he joined Barcelona, he became a winner again, and his stats went down, but still managed to score a few, but was good striker last season. Well, the thing is, Joel, when I've seen Ferran Torres, he's played in a few games. He's played okay, but also he's had plenty of chances for Barca and not scored those chances. I think that is probably a frustration for the Barcelona fans. I mean, there was a quote that came out about Ferran Torres from Joan Laporta, the Barcelona president, in a little, I don't know, speech he made, which I don't know if it's true or not. You guys would have to let me know if you think it's true, where he said he's not happy with Manchester City because they sold him Ferran Torres and he's not very good. And I think, I mean, if that is the case, that is not the sort of thing you want to be hearing from a player, you know, the person who bought you, is it? You know, who backed you. Ferran Torres doesn't seem back to Barcelona. It wouldn't surprise me if we see in a few years Ferran Torres doesn't work out and moves to another club. I hope that's not the case because I do like him as a player. But he did sort of just, you know, drop Manchester City at the drop of a hat, didn't he? I'm going to Barca. Let's see how it works out in his career. So there is the members here of perhaps the ALS Society on the field at the Spotify Camp Nou. 81,000 fans in the stand today. As the Spanish singer plays a bit reggaeton, maybe. All Spanish music is reggaeton, isn't it? Jack Wilson, I'm a bit similar to Gomez into how I started supporting City because I'm from Glasgow. My parents didn't want me to get into all the Celtic Rangers rivalry when I was young, and my granddad supported. So that's how I become a City fan. Okay. Very interesting, Jack. Very interesting. So, yeah. I assume you're saying your granddad supported City? You see, I got into supporting City. Well, one, they're my local team from where I'm originally from. But also, not only that, the fact that a couple of family friends supported City and they said, we'll take you to a few of the games. And from there, I sort of fell in love with City. I really did. And that atmosphere at the football grounds. The football players are out in the field now. Barcelona wearing their third kit today, which is white. Manchester City wearing their third kit, which is the, I don't know, yellow or green and black. Barcelona's is white with red and blue. No, Sergio Roberto has gone with the blonde hair this season. And a massive applause from our 81,000 fans here for these people suffering from ALS. Great to see. Great to see, really. I think it's a good cause. I think it's a really good cause. And you know what? It's a fantastic idea. A fantastic idea to raise money. Two of the biggest clubs in the world playing. An applause there front. Joan Laporta, Ferran Soriano, Chiqui Begiristain in the stands. Jet Wilson, his grand supporter. Yeah, I thought sometimes you can only comment so many words, can't you? I thought that's what you meant. So, your grandfather supported City as well. So, that's it. City by family. And that is the way. So, he's a speech in the field now. I've actually got my audio turned off, so I can't hear what he was saying. Otherwise, I would perhaps translate it for you guys. But I haven't got the opportunity to translate it for you guys. I can't hear it. But I think he's very happy with all the people that turned up today. And all the people that are helping their cause, which is nice to hear. Just heard a little bit there in my headphones. I think they appreciate it very much, don't they, society? And obviously, ALS, if you remember quite a few years ago, there was, I mean, there's so many things that people suffer from these days, isn't it? So many things. ALS, the Ice Bucket Challenge, if you remember that. If you're not too young, that challenge, quite a long time ago now, maybe 10 years ago, the Ice Bucket Challenge was a thing, and that was also in support of raising money for ALS. A bit of a funny trend, wasn't it? But it got the condition out there that people knew about it, and that was a really good idea, wasn't it? To get people to know and actually acknowledge what it is. Arjun says, for me, they liked the badge and the colours sky blue, and Dzeko because he come here when I was in kindergarten. Oh, of course, yes, Arjun, you're Bosnian. He is a hero of my country, and yeah, because him, and I fell in love with the team. Well, Dzeko was fantastic for Manchester City, wasn't he? He scored plenty of goals. What a signing from Wolfsburg with 27 million. City picked up a top striker. And City wouldn't have won that first league title without him. He did score the equaliser against QPR. And he was the Bosnian diamond, wasn't he, of our Manchester City side. My family is half City and half United, but I chose City. That's the best choice ever made, says Joel. Quite right. Imagine if you supported United right now. I remember being younger and, you know, they were all United fans around me in school, and they all, you know, made fun of City or City are rubbish. And as I got older, it seems now, you know, I'm the one who's laughing now because Manchester United are a terrible, terrible side. Well, there's a few fans here on the just around the pitch applauding these incredibly strong members here of the public to come out here suffering from ALS. Massive support for them. It's great to see, isn't it? Like I said, there's just so many things, isn't there? Just awful things in this world at the moment, as there always has been. So many people suffering from so many issues that you might not even know about, and maybe ALS is one of those that you can obviously see, but people suffer with things that you can't see either, and that shows just, it's great to see they're doing all this to just try and help for a good cause, isn't it? So I think a lot of us have moaned about this game, but it's for the right cause. Jack Wilson says Dzeko is still going for strong for Inter. Yes, he is, isn't he? The backup to Lukaku and Lautaro Martinez. I think they've got Joaquin Correa also there. And I think they've also signed... Have they signed another striker as well? I might be wrong. So, recap of the City side. Ortega starts in goal. Back four of Rico Lewis, Kyle Walker, Ruben Dias and Sergio Gomez. It is Calvin Phillips, Cole Palmer and Bernardo Silva in the midfield three. Phil Foden, Riyad Mahrez and Julian Alvarez, the front three. On the bench, the likes of Josh Wilson, Brand, I think he's on there. I think Grealish is back. Kevin De Bruyne is there. Barcelona, the likes of Depay, Lewandowski, Pedri, Ousmane Dembele, Araujo, Sergino Dest, Ter Stegen, Ansu Fati, who's looking to get back to fitness and back to his best. Barcelona start with Inaki Peña in goal, a back four of Sergio Roberto, Gerard Piqué, Jules Koundé and Jordi Alba. It is Sergio Busquets in the midfield with Frankie de Jong and Franck Kessié, then Rafinha on the right, Ferran Torres on the left, and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang through the middle. Manchester City versus Barcelona. A bit of a delayed kickoff, it seems, before they start the game. I was at the Camp Nou only a month ago, only 2 months ago. I was in that stadium. Amazing to see. €28 for the tour. But if you wanted to go in the changing room, an extra €129. Ridiculous money. Like he says, it'll be a very open game with the two attacking midfielders in the middle and experiencing Phillips. Yeah. Oh, and look at that. That is brilliant. The leader of the ALS team is sitting alongside Pep Guardiola in the dugout. That is an absolutely wonderful touch, isn't it? Phillips versus Rafinha, says Elmo. Yes, two ex-lead players go together, head to head. We're about to have kick-off. Manchester City in the green and yellow. Barca in their new pale blue. Adrian will be back later. See you later, Adrian. We have kick-off. City versus Barcelona. First touches for Sergio Gomez on the ball there. And here is Gomez, the number 21. And he passes the ball immediately out of play for a throw-in to Barcelona. Another great start for the ex-youth player. Koundé is starting on the right-hand side of the defence. No surprise in the Manchester City side, really. Cole Palmer on the left-hand side of midfield, not on the right. It is Bernardo Silva alongside Calvin Phillips. And very much a midfield too, it seems. Here's Gerard Piqué with a switch out to Sergio Roberto on this right-hand side. Franck Kessié, the Ivorian. Another Ivorian playing for Barcelona after we saw, of course, many years of ex-City player Yaya Touré play there. Great kick out by Peña. Rico Lewis is quick to attack and it's a foul by Rico Lewis. A little bit too aggressive on... I'm not sure who that is on the floor. I think it's Jordi Alba. Determined a tackle from Rico Lewis. This interesting lineup is made very interesting, isn't it? I'm really looking forward to see how... My key picks today are Lewis and Gomez, the fullbacks. Cole Palmer, of course. Julian Alvarez. Calvin Phillips. And Ortega Moreno as well. Real key interesting points in this starting 11, which I'm very happy with. Piqué again with another switch this out. Time out to Rafinha, who plays a poor pass into Calvin Phillips, who dispossesses Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. A little bit fortunately, really, because he did miss the initial challenge. Stefan Ortega Moreno in the dark blue today. The German, what a pass out to Bernardo Silva. I tell you what, Ortega Moreno might be Man City #1 coming in the season. Here's Bernardo Silva. And he's tackled easily by Sergio Busquets. Alba. He goes back to Koundé, who could have been a Manchester City player if we'd lost Nathan Ake. Koundé was #1 pick from City to replace Nathan Ake. Rafinha. Back he goes to Jules Koundé. Of course, has not been registered as a Barcelona player yet in La Liga. Gerard Piqué. De Jong. Just on the halfway line, Barcelona. Knocking it around well so far. Back to Koundé on this right-hand side of the defence. A nice pass into Kessié. He goes wide to Rafinha. A little flick into the midfield to Sergio Busquets. That's a second dispossessed pass from Rafinha. Diaz works it forward to Alvarez, who's under pressure from Frenkie de Jong, and he's lost it here. I like the dark blue keeper kit, says Joel. Looks very good, doesn't it? Ortega looks fantastic, and it is Jules Koundé. Works it wide to Sergio Roberto on this right side. Crossing by Roberto. Aubameyang with a chance, and it's a save. The head of Aubameyang, and it's a save from Stefan Ortega-Moreno. How Ortega is a good game to show Edison what goalkeeper means, says Lanky. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Ortega, and he makes a save straight away there. Aubameyang just not directing the header anywhere but there. I think Moreno may have been beaten. Here's Diaz. The left boot forward to Alvarez. Touched it into Phil Foden. Good play from Phil Foden. Comes inside. Pulled the shirt by Busquets. And Foden calmly across into the back line to Kyle Walker. Wide to Bernardo Silva. Rico Lewis, who's dropping into that midfield role that we see Kyle Walker do. And I think he'll do that a better job. Sergio Gomez also going inside. So both fullbacks playing very narrow. Cole Palmer is the widest player here, along with Riyad Mahrez. Diaz. Back to Walker. Pressing from Ferran Torres. Calvin Phillips. Rico Lewis. I think he'll impress Rico Lewis. I really do. Ball into Bernardo Silva. Surprised Elba is on it. He's on with his transfer news. He could go to Chelsea. I think they're not willing to accept the move, are they? I don't think Chelsea will pay 30 million euros, and I don't blame them. City with a chance here. Here's Bernardo Silva. Sergio Gomez. First touches for him. An attacking position. Wide to Phil Foden, his left-hand side. He's got Palmer ahead of him. Foden. Still Phil Foden. Away from Rafinha. Now Sergio Busquets. Roberto crossing by Phil Foden, away by Alba, down to Palmer in the box, still Cole Palmer, pass it to Phil Foden, who's an absolute mile offside. That is poor from Palmer, who switches off way too often, I believe, at times. I'm not sold on Cole Palmer yet, to be honest with you. Not sold at all. And of course, another big striker moving in the transfer market. We could see, I've just read before the game, Alexander Isak, who was our big fan of last season. This season, I think he only scored, well, the season before last, he only scored 6 goals last season for La Real. Could be on his way in a €70 million move to Newcastle United. That would be an interesting one, won't it? Barcelona playing well at the back. City pressing. Peña. Nice switch out to Roberto. Through the legs of Cole Palmer. Here's Frank Kessié. Burst forward past Calvin Phillips. Way too easy. Kessié with a strike off the post by Kessié. Well, Calvin Phillips there just stood off. Gave up. And Moreno, Ortega-Moreno, did look beaten there. Worked it into the box. But Calvin Phillips doing a bit of a Virgil van Dijk there. Just standing off and letting the player go past him. 5 minutes gone, Barcelona. Best chance, 2 best chances of the game so far. One off the post and one a save from Moreno. Great pass by Moreno again out to Phil Foden. Header on it to Julian Alvarez. And back in behind to Phil Foden, who will chase this one down. And it's a good speed from Phil Foden. He's managed to keep it in, but Jules Koundé is quicker than him. And it's actually gone out of play. Alvarez's pass just a little bit too heavy to find Phil Foden on this left-hand side. These transfers are actually nuts. I read Man United will propose 94 million for Anthony. Then that'll be stupid, won't it? Barcelona playing out from the back. Gerard Piqué pressing from City. Rico Lewis really high up the field here. Trying to close down Jordi Alba. Here's Ferran Torres up against Bernardo Silva. Great spin by Ferran Torres. And then a tackle by Calvin Phillips. Kicks the ball, but a foul earlier on by Bernardo. Referee pulls it back in the Barcelona half on this left-hand side. I mean, if United play 94 million for Anthony... I mean, Anthony Gordon going to Chelsea for 60 million is a ridiculous sum, isn't it, of money? Chelsea, if it was City, we'd be ruining the market, wouldn't we? PK long ball forward to Jordi Alba, who's gotten behind City and behind Rico Lewis, and he just can't keep it in. Or he has kept it in. It's lofted into the box. Phil Foden, reluctant to track back, and Rafinha test Moreno. Phil Foden jogging back there. Sergio Gomez had 2 men to mark in Kessié and Rafinha. In the end, Rafinha gets his shot off from a tight angle. Can't beat Moreno, who makes his 2nd save of the game already. Gomez. Foden. Not playing well at all. We're having to struggle to get the game and it keeps crashing. Johnny Solution, says Joel. I'm watching the game on City Plus. You can watch it on Barcelona Plus as well. Maybe refresh. If you try to turn it off and on again, that is the long old saying, isn't it? Try to turn it off and on again. Xavi looks on here, his Barcelona side. Ferran Torres against Rico Lewis. Into Frankie de Jong. City Plus, says Joel. Maybe try refreshing it. I know people have lots of problems with City Plus. Jordi Alba with a swing in here. It's in towards Aubameyang. Kyle Walker, last ditch defending. Clears it high. And out for a corner. Not a good start from City. Not a good start from City at all. Pep Guardiola, all smiles here. Obviously for City, it doesn't matter if you win or lose this game. But we'd like to see some good performances. Here's Jordi Alba. Frankie de Jong behind him, he slips. Cole Palmer holds it on the edge of his byline and wins a goal kick for City. Rafinha was the man pressing him. City Plus worth it, says Lanky. I think you can get a free 30-day trial, but I assume, like Joel saying, he has City Plus, he just can't use it. It keeps crashing, I have no idea why. Perhaps your internet? Here's Ortega Moreno in his own box here. Looking for a pass for City. Can't find one currently. He goes into Kyle Walker. Ball forward to Mahrez. That's a nice pass. Riyad Mahrez. Tackled by Barcelona. And it is a throw into Barcelona off the boot of Riyad Mahrez. To be fair, this isn't a strong City side while Barca are playing like we are real. Yeah, Barcelona are really going for it. Kenzo's footy says, come on City. And Barcelona have started well. Here's Busquets. Oh, that's a cheap foul, referee. A little shrug of the shoulders from Busquets. Alvarez just gives him a little tap with the shoulder. Busquets goes down like a sack of spuds. Wins a free kick here. Guardiola asked the referee, is that really a foul? Joel says apparently it's crashing for lots of people because how many people are streaming it. That might be a possibility, Joel. I think City Plus has its issues, doesn't it? Regularly. PK, a big switch out to Rafinha again. This time he chests it into Kessier's position. From Kessier. We go back to Koundé. Gerard Piqué again, who's shown his ball playing ability so far. Ferran Torres up against Rico Lewis, looking to take him on one-on-one. And he doesn't beat Rico Lewis. Great play from Lewis, who's done well, and a nutmeg on him. Bernardo Silva there to read it for his side. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo, well played, wins a throw-in. Took his time in the corner flag. In his own half. Just under 10 minutes gone here. In this game in Spain. City started slower than Barcelona. But a sort of thrown together City side, isn't it? A few players who've not started yet starting. Kyle Walker on the throw-in for Manchester City. Not Rico Lewis. Throws it down to Alvarez. Nice flick round the corner to Bernardo Silva. You can't get the end of it. And Julian Alvarez just not quite got his touch in yet, has he? Unfortunately. Finally get my City shirt, says Mayer. That's great to see. Here's Roberto Koundé. Back to Inaki Peña. Peña. Out to Roberto again. Phil Foden seems very, very lazy, if you ask me. It's an over it pass by Peña, though, to Roberto, who couldn't control it on his chest. It's a throw-in for Manchester City. Phil Foden seems very lazy at the moment. Do you remember your predictions for City loan players? Will you do a new one or a review of it? Yeah, by the end of the transfer window, there's a lot of stuff will happen on the channel by the end of the transfer window. Unfortunately, at the moment, we can't make the decisions yet. Alvarez battling well. Bernardo Silva, good tackle on him by Frankie de Jong. I think by the end of the transfer window, all the new series will really start. I can start doing videos and on review of players and so on. But until the end of the transfer window, I can't decide. I can't really do a review of the loan players. I expect a lot of players will leave. We've still got the likes of Morgan Rogers, Ben Knight, who's on the bench today. People like that who surely will leave before the end of the transfer window. Here's Alvarez. Poor pass straight to Rafinha by Julian Alvarez, but he works hard to win it back after a poor pass. Here's Ruben Diaz. Into Cole Palmer. Foden. Straight into Cole Palmer. Nothing Palmer could do. I think Phil Foden's had a really poor start to the season. Really, really poor start to the season, I do. Allergic to passing to Erling Haaland seems to be an issue. Never seems to pass to Erling Haaland, does he? For whatever reason. Here's Koundé. Ball followed by Jules Koundé. Gomez wins the header against Rafinha, but it falls to Sergio Roberto. Rafinha is space to run into in the midfield now. Rafinha. Into Jordi Alba. He's got Ferran Torres to the left of him. Rico Lewis across. Ferran Torres past Rico Lewis brilliantly. Ferran Torres into Kessié. Good defending by Ruben Diaz. Rico Lewis showing his inexperience there. Beat way too easy by Ferran Torres. Way too easy by the Spaniard. May says he's got the away kit. Very nice. Very nice to get the away kit. Here's Jules Koundé. Roberto. Koundé. Koundé once again. PK. Mace is getting the home one on the next pay. Very expensive out the Manchester City kits, mate. Hopefully, I might have a solution for that on the channel. Maybe I can get that sorted this week. Here is PK. Ennis says we should cut phone some slack. But for decisions not to pass the Haaland, I don't know. Phone should be dropped for Palace, failing to square the ball for a tap in twice in 2 games and forgivable, says Elmo. Yeah, Calvin Phillips made another foul here. He seems to score around making fouls, Calvin Phillips, to be honest, at the moment. I've not seen him make one actual decent tackle, if I'm being honest, in a Manchester City shirt. But yeah, I think I'd drop Phil Foden. I think if Grealish is fit, Grealish has got to start. We really did miss Grealish against Newcastle because it was sort of an end-to-end game, but with Jack Grealish, you can slow the game down, win a foul. That's what we missed. I wonder if Foden's got a thing against Haaland being the big man. Being the main man when he wants to be that. I don't know. Koundé. PK. Ball out wide to Jordi Alba. Rico Lewis is watching it past Alba. Controls it, Lewis. In trouble here. Lewis holds on to it. Referee gives a goal kick. Rico Lewis unhappy with the pressure that was on him. The likes of Robert Lewandowski, of course, Ousmane Dembele, Memphis Depay, Ansu Fati on the bench. Be great to see Ansu Fati. What a player he is. Such a shame about the injury issues. Joel says working it now, but I'll stay in here and play it through TV because your commentary is 10 out of 10. Thank you very much, Joel. Thank you very much. That is great to hear. Ortega Moreno with the ball in his hands for Manchester City in his own box. He's got Rico Lewis short, who takes the ball and turns in it. Brilliant by Lewis. Chance to burst through the middle there, but didn't have the confidence to do so. Calvin Phillips wide to Gomez. Diaz. All the way back he goes to Ortega Moreno. Heavy touch by the German. Looking for options. Walker. Into Rico Lewis. Turning it, Rico. Goes back to Walker. He should have turned on that. Walker was begging for the ball back. Bernardo Silva. Great play from Bernardo Silva into Sergio Gomez. City picking up a bit of space now. A few pockets of space. Cole Palmer. Great skill to get past Rafinha. Ball through to Gomez here. Here is the young fullback. Ball into the box by Gomez. Right across the box. Alvarez couldn't get there. Jordi Alba picks it up. It's a throw into Manchester City. No, it's not. It's a free kick because Alvarez has looked at Jordi Alba. Everything is a free kick. If you go anywhere near the Barcelona players. Jordi Alba, Sergio Busquets, Gerard Piqué. The masters of the dive, as they have been for a long, long time. Barcelona go back to the goalkeeper, Naki Peña. Very soft free kicks being given so far, I'd say. Here's Sergio Roberto. Busquets. Finds Aubameyang. Options here for Barcelona. Rafinha, Roberto on the overlap. Rafinha finds Kessié in the middle. Back to Roberto. He looked offside there. And Roberto, ball into the box. He is offside. Lancaster doesn't think it's due to ego, since Foden has played with Kevin De Bruyne. Both Bernardo and David Silva and Vincent Kompany. We've had leaders like Kompany wouldn't allow it. I think it's just not used to having a striker. Yeah, possibly. I just think he's becoming a little bit more greedy, Phil Foden. I'm not liking it. Not liking it. Make the pass. Especially when Haaland's there. I mean, yes, last season it was Raheem still in that position. So you wouldn't make the pass. But now it's Erling Haaland. Make the pass. Make the pass, score the tap and get the goal. Makes a big difference. Could have been 2-0 against Newcastle and perhaps a completely different game. Maybe we get 3 points at St James's Park. Here's Diaz. Gives it away to Rafinha. Good footing by Phil Foden. Sergio Gomez. He's got a player out wide here, and he plays a really nice pass out to Riyad Mahrez. He's been very quiet. Always starts the season slow, Mahrez, I'd say. Never seems to start the season in the first team. Rico Lewis, Kyle Walker. 17.5 minutes gone here. City yet to find their rhythm. Phil Foden. Diaz. Good play. Got to find that pass now, Ruben Diaz. Drives forward. Foden. Back to Calvin Phillips. City have got plenty of options here if Phillips can find Mahrez in that wide position there. Mahrez in acres and acres of space. Phillips goes back though. And Walker will look for Riyad Mahrez. That's a nice ball by Kyle Walker into Riyad Mahrez in behind. And Riyad Mahrez is offside. I'm not sure he was there. I should get the third kit. I have mixed feelings about it. I like the third kit, Mayor. And you know what? I have mixed feelings about it also. But I saw it in a shop the other day and thought, actually, it looks nice close up. It might be on my list. Might be on my list. Maybe Foden thought the next big thing because at City last season, because of Haaland. Yeah, maybe. Maybe Foden is resenting the Haaland signing. I don't know why. Got to think of the team. See you soon, Joel. Renault says, where do you watch this game? We're watching this game on City Plus. Or Barcelona Plus, depending where you are. There are two places you can watch today's game. Jordi Alba takes a throw in for Barcelona on this far left-hand side. Frankie de Jong. Alba, nice switch of play. Phil Foden chasing it down. Roberto. Koundé. Ooh, good pass by Jules Koundé. Nearly cut out by Cole Palmer. Barcelona with a bit of space to attack now. Gomez. He's 1-on-1 with Rafinha. Rafinha, a couple of step overs. Past Sergio Gomez. Does he go? No. Gomez, good defending. Great recovery from Sergio Gomez. Looks more suited defensively than I expected him to be. Well played, Gomez. Straight into the hand of Busquets. City play on. Palmer. Alvarez. City could get in a bit of an attack here. Bernardo Silva. Wide to Riyad Mahrez up against Jordi Alba on this far right-hand side. 1-on-1 with Alba. Mahrez. Couple of step overs. Doesn't quite attack Barcelona swiftly. Phillips. Rico Lewis on the turn. Back wide to Riyad Mahrez. Rico Lewis makes a run in behind on that far right-hand side. No worries, Renault. Ruben Diaz. Phillips. Oh, ball through to Rico Lewis. Nice idea. Couldn't pull it off. And then Phillips is pressing. He's a little bit too aggressive. Julian Alvarez with a pullback on Frankie de Jong. That's going to be a yellow card, surely, for Julian Alvarez. Stops an absolute sure counter-attack there. Does the Argentinian. And somehow avoids a yellow card. Somehow avoids a yellow card. That's a clear yellow. That is a clear yellow. Great play by Barcelona. Frankie de Jong stopped from unleashing that pass in behind City's defence by Julian Alvarez. Gerard Piqué for Barcelona. Aubameyang. Ooh, Phillips, good head on it to stop Busquets and City on the attack here. Julian Alvarez, he's got options. He's going to go on his own here, Alvarez. He's still running into Riyad Mahrez. Mahrez. Sergio Gomez. Into Phil Foden on the far left-hand side. He's heels in the box. Gomez for a clip to the far post. Oh, it's dropped by the goalkeeper, Peña. And Julian Alvarez scores for Manchester City. An absolutely calamitous goal. An absolutely calamitous goal. Sergio Gomez swings the ball in. It's a cross that is high up in the air. A simple claim for the goalkeeper who drops it, and it just bounces off Julian Alvarez and goes in. 1-0 Manchester City. In the strangest of fashions. Bizarre goal for City. Inaki Peña somehow drops the ball there. Somehow drops the ball there. So goal for Manchester City. Julian Alvarez on the score sheet. Really poor from the Barcelona goalkeeper. They're number 2 for the season. That is just a really, really bad mistake. And I think his confidence might be shot a little bit. Alvarez, let's go, they say. Yeah, Julian Alvarez gives Manchester City the lead. Ruben Diaz is fouled here by Rafinha. Free kick Manchester City. The boot has come off of Frank Kessié. I'm surprised Diaz isn't captain, says Renault. Yeah, I'm surprised at that. But Gundogan got the higher one. That's terrible goalkeeping. Absolutely terrible goalkeeping. Pena may be worse than Eddie, says Lanky, yeah. That is a claim you should make all day. But Julian Alvarez, what I like about Alvarez is he's there at the right time, isn't it? The right time, the right place. And what I like about Julian Alvarez is he smells the danger there, doesn't he? He can sense that perhaps Inaki Pena drops that, and he's done it straight away. Straight away, even if the keeper doesn't drop it, he's there, and the keeper does drop it. Poor from the goalkeeper. 1-0 Manchester City after 22, 23 minutes. You won't want to see that again, will you, Inaki Pena? Roberto Long, and that is a shocking ball by Aubameyang. Zach Steffen flashback, says Elmo. Yeah, that was very Zach Steffen-esque by Inaki Pena. Phillips back to Kyle Walker. He goes back to Ortega Moreno. Who's captain then, says Lanky? I think it's Kyle Walker today. I think it's Kyle Walker. I'll be honest, doesn't look entirely fit. He looks a little bit shaky on his feet, as Kyle Walker. That'd be bad for us because he's literally the only right back in the squad. Rico Lewis season. Let's hope Walker's okay. Perhaps if Walker got injured, City might go into the market for a fullback. Here's Alvarez. Good ball out to him by Moreno. Alvarez. Back to Walker. Trying to play out from the back here, City. Walker sends it long. Seems to be walking oddly on that ankle, Kyle Walker. I'm not sure that is his usual walk. Kessié back to Gerard Piqué. Barcelona back in possession. Koundé, brilliant. He's brilliant, Jules Koundé, by the way. Watched a lot of Sevilla. He was always fantastic at Sevilla. Could have been a City player even a few years before this one, couldn't he? City couldn't agree a deal. Ruben Diaz arrived instead. Frenkie de Jong, Busquets. Wide to Jordi Alba. Ferran Torres makes a nice run for the middle. Little dummy from Aubameyang. Frenkie de Jong. Wide to Jordi Alba. Ball comes in by Barcelona. Ortega Moreno. Strong hands by the German. Stops the ball, reaching Ferran Torres in the box. Claims that one. Really good goalkeeping from Ortega Moreno. Diaz. Steffen. No longer in between the sticks for City. Although he's in between the sticks for Barcelona. Here's Bernardo Silva driving from this right-hand side position for Manchester City. He's got Mahrez to the right of him and close to him. Frenkie de Jong. He's working his way back. Mahrez. Rico Lewis. Calvin Phillips. I'd like to see a bit more positive passing from Calvin Phillips. A lot of sideways passes at the moment. Phillips again. Walker. Of course, it was revealed by Paul Ballas that City were interested in Tchouaméni this summer. In the end, due to price, it was Calvin Phillips decided, but it could have been Tchouaméni playing in that position. Who do you think is better, Ortega or Eddie, says Renault? Well, I'd say Ederson on his day, but at the moment, perhaps Ortega Moreno. Good ball by Aubameyang forward, cut out by Sergio Gomez there. The chance for Rafinha. Calvin Phillips. Mahrez has made a run again. Phillips needs to get his head up in those positions, I feel. On the centre circle, Mahrez is making a run in behind. Maybe call another look from PTSD from Alan St. Maximan. There's Lanky, yeah, I mean, Walker get absolutely ripped apart than he by St. Maximan. Phil Foden has had to go back to his keeper, Ortega Moreno. Moreno balling behind the Barcelona defence here. Chased by Julian Alvarez. Jordi Alba. Good defensive header back to Jules Koundé. Oh, Koundé with a massive mistake. Palmer's got to pass this. Palmer. Brilliant skill. Cole Palmer sends it over the bar. He's got to be disappointed there, Cole Palmer. Massive mistake at the back from Jules Koundé for Barcelona. Gives it straight to Cole Palmer. Sends Koundé on a feint there, so he does have the shot open, but he could have given it to Mahrez earlier than that. In the end, Cole Palmer skies it over the bar. I feel like a shot on target. And we see the back of the net ripple there. Poor finish from Cole Palmer. He's got to hit it across the box there, Cole Palmer. In the end, balloons it over the top right-hand corner. Couldn't quite catch it right, could he? And that is a big shame. It's a wonderful chance for Cole Palmer. Absolutely wonderful chance. Here is Rafinha. Aubameyang into Jordi Alba. Barcelona in the attack here. Aubameyang again. Little turn. Late footing by Bernardo Silva. The referee here. A little stop in the game. Aubameyang, nice little turn. Bernardo Silva just clips the ankles of the Gabonese international. And there's some talks here between Calvin Phillips and Ferran Torres, the referee, having a discussion between the two players. I'm not sure what quite has gone on there. I think Phillips caught Ferran Torres late off the ball. A replay of the chance again. Koundé trying to be too clever in the pass, straight to Cole Palmer. Just fantastic to send Koundé one way. Opens his body up for the shot, but it's a very poor finish from Cole Palmer. Barcelona got a free kick in a very good position here after that foul by Bernardo Silva. Ortega Moreno back in instructions. Rafinha on the free kick. Cross comes in. Palmer. Aubameyang with a strike. Well, another freak goal. Another freak goal. This time in favour of Barcelona. Stefan Ortega Moreno is beaten at his near post by a powerful shot on the right angle from Aubameyang. And it fires past Moreno into the back of the net. That's a poor bit of goalkeeping from Ortega Moreno. Really, really poor. And then Barcelona equalise. Get Ederson back in there. Ball comes in by Rafinha to the far post. It's nodded on by Cole Palmer. Keeper should do a lot better there. Does it deflect the shot? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this shot deflects off Kyle Walker. But he should do a lot better there. Ortega Moreno beaten at his near post. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm in trouble with City Plus as well now. Lots of buffering. He learnt from Aguero, says Lanky. Yeah, near post finish. Brilliant finish from Aubameyang. Perhaps to be a Chelsea man come the end of the transfer window next week. Poor by City. And we're caught out. Keeper should do better. We should defend that better as well. Well, Ederson should be number one, shouldn't he? I take it all back. Shouldn't get beat by that Ortega Moreno. Two really bad bits of goalkeeping. Diaz wins this back from a pass from Peña. Calvin Phillips. Diaz. But a really bad bit of goalkeeping from Moreno. Who's the best player on the pitch? Zender. Ooh. I don't know. I wouldn't say City are playing particularly well. At all. Maybe Sergio Gomez? Maybe Sergio Gomez. So far, I've been impressed by him. Barcelona are by far the better side. I think that is something you need to make clear. I need to make clear. Barcelona by far the better side. It's Franck Kessié on the corner to Busquets. A little shimmy and a turn. No idea how he's left unmarked at the back post yet. Kyle Walker. Poor defending by Walker. Barcelona give it away here. City pounce on it. Cole Palmer in behind to Julian Alvarez, who's on this one. I'm running at Barcelona. Alvarez still. Alvarez, the cross into the box is a brilliant cross. But no one is in there. Brilliant from Julian Alvarez. Low cross into the box. No one there. Bernardo Silva picks it up though. Bernardo Silva! Saved by Neki Peña. And Phil Foden nicks it back off Sergio Roberto. City putting the pressure on Barca now. Foden. Back heel into Sergio Gomez. Deflects off Rafinha's boot. Phillips. Was a nice try by Bernardo Silva. Not quite the bend to the far post he needed to beat Peña. Good chance by City. Pouncing on the mistakes of Barcelona. Rico Lewis. Fouled by Rafinha in the midfield. Renault says he can confirm, quarter of my toenail has been removed. I can't train for my football. Well, that's a shame. We all enjoy playing football, don't we? Rico Lewis. Back to Ruben Diaz. Alvarez in an offside position here. Bernardo Silva and Mahrez also, but Mahrez is on this time. Ferran Torres chases. Ferran, that's a poor defensive header. And it falls to Riyad Mahrez, and Mahrez up against Jordi Alba. Mahrez can't get the ball under control. And it goes all the way out for a goal kick. That's sloppy from Riyad Mahrez now on the right-hand side. Cannot get the ball under control. Inaki Peña from the goal kick. Sends it long. Aubameyang shrugged off the ball by Kyle Walker, who's got the pace to handle Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who might not be as quick he was in the past. Bernardo Silva. Wide right to Riyad Mahrez. Needs some support here, Mahrez. He's up against two in Albert and Ferran. Rico Lewis. Walker. Bernardo Silva under pressure from Ferran Torres. Bernardo. Kyle Walker again. Barca's defensive line is ridiculously high in the pressing. City play out the press well. Foden. Phillips. Foul by Kessié. He could have kept going there, Calvin Phillips. The Barcelona defensive line is like on the halfway line high. Honestly, it's ridiculous. Jordi Alba there dispossesses Riyad Mahrez on the halfway line. Barcelona very aggressive in the pressing. Working hard to close City down. Not really got that pacing behind to call them a problem though, have we? Maybe Erling Haaland off the bench could do that. Moreno. Sends it along the goalkeeper up to Riyad Mahrez. Mahrez spins Jordi Alba. Clever play from Mahrez, but he can't keep it in again. Just lacks that yard of pace. And Barcelona, a gifted back possession. 33 minutes gone here so far. Piqué. Peña. Both goals coming from poor goalkeeping positions. Or goalkeeping mistakes, whatever you want to call it. Gomez there handles Rafinha really well. He has been man of the match so far, Sergio Gomez. Really handled Rafinha well. Unexpectedly. Lewis. Walker. Calvin Phillips. So slow there, Calvin Phillips, to react. He's got to get back up now and get back, Calvin Phillips. Very, very slow at getting back, Phillips. Really is. Phillips. Diaz. Phillips again on the turn. Into Palmer. Rafinha chases. Wide to Phil Foden. Back into Cole Palmer. He's run away from Rafinha. City with options here now. Palmer. Turns back. Predominantly left-footed Cole Palmer. You can see that. Phillips. Lewis right next to him. Works it wide to Bernardo Silva. Who's drifted out to the right-hand side. Looking to create combinations with Riyad Mahrez. Mahrez. What? Phillips. And he flicks it back to Diaz. City keeping possession here. City's defensive line is incredibly high also. Both sides playing very attacking-wise. Ortega Moreno is right out of his box. A bit similar to Claudio Bravo in a way. Ball forward here. Dealt with by Albert. Frankie de Jong with the header. Barcelona back to the goalkeeper. Apparently Frankie de Jong has been fouled here by Bernardo Silva. Hardly anything in it, but another free kick goes Barcelona's way. De Jong puts everything into that and falls right on his back as the Dutchman. And then the referee's played a drop ball. I don't know what's going on here. Feels very much like a friendly, to be honest with you. Very much like a friendly. And two poor goals, really. Two really poor goals. Not of high quality at all. Busquets. Kessié. Good defending from Diaz. City in a chance here. Cole Palmer's got to pass it to Alvarez. Palmer. Poor by Cole Palmer. Too long to make the pass. Koundé dispossessed him. Koundé. Rafinha. Roberto just keeps that one in. Back to Anaki Peña. The goalkeeper under pressure from Alvarez. What do you think the future of people like Delap and Mbete will be, considering we have very good players in those positions? Well, Mbete could replace Ake in 2 years' time, couldn't he? I do think he's got that ability. Delap perhaps replaces Haaland when he eventually goes to Real Madrid. McAtee replaces Gundogan and Bernardo Silva. It's all planned out, I think. It's all planned out for the eventuality of those situations. Rico Lewis. Try to do too much there, Lewis. He's been dispossessed. Aubameyang on the turn. Rafinha. Brilliant chance. Good defending from Kyle Walker. Good defending from Kyle Walker. Quickly across to Rafinha there to stop the result and get his shot off. But that was lack of experience shown there by Rico Lewis. Tried to turn with 3 Barcelona players around him. And it didn't come off. He's got to pass it there, Lewis. Caught out. Wasn't aware of his surroundings at all. Aubameyang spinning to Rafinha. City on the attack again here. Cole Palmer's got to make the pass. He does do into Bernardo Silva. Mahrez in a wonderful position. Bernardo finds him. Mahrez in the wide right up against Jordi Alba. Rico Lewis a mile behind him really. Bernardo Silva. I mean, Rico Lewis is 17 years of age. A long way to go yet, hasn't he? Phil Foden. Ruben Diaz. Calvin Phillips. I think that's poor again by Phillips. Wins a free kick, but it's a bad touch. I like Mbete. I think he'll be the only one that succeeds. Yeah, possibly. Interestingly enough, Lanky Mbete is the only one who's not really played, isn't he? Here's Rico Lewis. Phillips. Into Diaz. And he's going to go all the way back to Moreno. When I say all the way back, Moreno is very, very high out of his goal here. Phillips. Walker. Great play by City. Here's Bernardo Silva. City with a chance here. Bernardo Silva still. Into Rico Lewis. City coming forward here. Lewis. Mahrez. Oh, he's going to go onto that left foot, Riyad Mahrez. And he ends up going all the way back to Calvin Phillips. Phillips will switch a play to Phil Foden. It's a great pass. Foden across the box here. Defended by Sergio Roberto Palmer. Great flick inside Kessié. Julian Alvarez. Alvarez looks to spend one to the top corner in the turn. From the left-hand side on the edge of the box. It's over the bar, but it was hit with venom. And it's not far over the bar. I think if that's on target, it's a goal because Inaki Peña's nowhere near it. Well, that cross by Phil Foden hits the hands of Sergio Roberto. His hands are behind his back, on his back. Like I said, I think it's because we play similar, like Egan Riley. but he moved to Burnley to learn from Vincent. Yeah, well, it's a permanent deal. I don't think Egan Riley's ever coming back to Manchester City, unfortunately. But he's made a good move in his career to a championship side with Vincent Kompany, I think. Here's Roberto under pressure from Phil Foden. In trouble here, Roberto, because he's got no one to pass to, but he's found Koundé. That's good play, Roberto. Phillips can't dispossess him. Roberto still. Into Frenkie de Jong, and Barcelona breaks City's press too easily. Wide to Ferran Torres. He's got a one-on-one situation with Rico Lewis here. Lewis comes across. And he wins it back for Manchester City brilliantly, Rico Lewis. Riyad Mahrez for City now, leading the counter of our own. Phillips. Lewis. Phillips again. Onto this left-back position to Sergio Gomez. Diaz. Ortega Moreno. City looking for a way through this Barcelona side, which seems to be in behind, but at the moment not got many runners. Ortega Moreno out to Bernardo Silva. The best of passes from the German. And Spaniard Jordi Alba picks it up. Busquets, Alba. Ferran Torres on this left-hand side. De Jong. Busquets. Barcelona slow the game down a little bit here as they work the well around the back. From Kessié in the right back position. Roberto. Back he goes to Koundé. Both centre-backs nearly heels on the halfway line here for Barcelona. Just then, Frenkie de Jong. Nice ball over the top here. Well read by Sergio Gomez again. Great performance from him so far. Phillips. Lewis. Diaz. Good play. Gomez. Diaz. Nice play for Manchester City out from the back. Diaz. Foden. Outside of the boot pass into Ruben Diaz, who's been very involved in the build-up today. I'm impressed with. Bernardo Silva. Chance on this right-hand side. Now he's got Riyad Mahrez to the right of him. Bernardo. Mahrez. One-on-one with Jordi Alba. Looking to run at Alba inside. Mahrez cuts into Bernardo Silva on the turn. Busquets. Across to Bernardo Silva, who couldn't turn in the box. Footing by Busquets. One of the most experienced players in that position and doing that. Breaking up play. And Busquets does it. Barcelona back in possession. Peña. Piqué. Mahrez is yet to make an impact on today's game. Jules Koundé. Into Kessié. Pressure from Diaz. Kessié keeps it in. Rafinha. Diaz wins it back. But only behind for a throw into Barcelona. Good pressing from Diaz. Aggressive defensive play. Roberto. Koundé. Inaki Peña. Flicks one to the left-hand side to the fullback Jordi Alba. Aubameyang dropping deep. Kyle Walker following him. Frenkie de Jong. Nice turn away from Riyad Mahrez. Still Frenkie de Jong. Ferran Torres. Barcelona work it in triangles down this left-hand side. And across. Switch of play to Jules Koundé by Jordi Alba. That's a terrible ball by Koundé. Straight back into possession of Manchester City. To the feet of Rico Lewis. Walker. Lewis. Turn. Does turn. Into Mahrez. Game's being played at a pretty plodding and slow pace at the moment. Rico Lewis turns away from Ferran Torres. Well played, Rico Lewis. Great skill from Lewis. And back he goes to Diaz. Phillips. Looking for a forward pass. City have got Bernardo and Mahrez on this far right hand side. They found Mahrez. Bernardo Silva's with him here. And Jordi Alba's isolated. And Mahrez. And Mahrez. And Mahrez is taken out. Nasty challenge from behind Riyad Mahrez. It's got to be a yellow card here, I think, for Sergio Busquets, who comes from the back of Riyad Mahrez, sliding in to try and win the ball. Kicks the Achilles heel. It's not a yellow card. Not a yellow card at all. I suppose being a friendly, they don't give them. It's a bad challenge from Busquets. Ooh. Studs rake up the back of Mahrez's boot, and then Jordi Alba falls in with a bit more studs. Must be a painful one for Mahrez, but he is back up. And I think he will take this free kick. It's about four yards, if that, away from the edge of the box. So it's going to be difficult to get this one up and down for Riyad Mahrez, who stands over it. But I'm sure Riyad Mahrez will give it a go. Barcelona fans shine their torches, all whistling for this chance here. Jules Koundé is the man who's decided to lay under the wall. Here's Riyad Mahrez to take the free kick for Manchester City. And Aki Peña standing very far to one side of his goal. Mahrez straight into the wall. Out to Sergio Gomez, and he strikes this one, slices it wide and behind for a goal kick. Very difficult one. If I was Mahrez there, I would have gone goalkeeper's side. I feel like Inaki Peña's positioning was far to his left. He expected Mahrez to try and put it over the wall. Lanky says it feels like cards should be given out in more friendlies to stop unnecessary tackles and injuries yet, but never seems to happen, is it? Frankie de Jong away from Bernardo Silva. Good play, and de Jong plays in Aubameyang, and Kyle Walker intercepts this one. Well played. I can't help but feel Kyle Walker, he's slowing down a little bit. Gomez. Phil Foden. Away from Rafinha, Phil Foden. Great play. Lays after Calvin Phillips. A forward pass would be nice. He goes wide to Kyle Walker instead. I think some City fans would question the sign of Calvin Phillips when we had Romeo Lavia just waiting. After his performances for Southampton so far this season, he's clearly a top quality player. Here's Ortega Moreno. Do you think City will make a few changes at half time? Quite possibly. That is half time. Manchester City 1, Barcelona 1. We reach half time. All level between us and Barcelona. City open the scoring through a mistake by the Spanish under-21 goalkeeper Inaki Peña. Dropped it right onto the boot of Julian Alvarez. And at the other end, Barcelona swinging a free kick. An unmarked Aubameyang at the far post. Fires a shot from a tight angle and beats Ortega Moreno at his near post. He went the wrong way. 2 not high quality goals at all. And that is why this game is level. Perhaps we see a bit more from City in the second half. Mahrez has been very quiet. Bernardo Silva has been very quiet. Sergio Gomez has been probably the most impressive player in the field so far. Rico Lewis heavily involved. Diaz also. Phil Foden has had a few touches, but none really the magic that we expect from him. We'll be right back for the second half after this short break, where City perhaps could beat Barcelona in this charity match. We'll see you guys very shortly. So introducing the We Are City Worldwide Fan Channel Club Membership Scheme. It's a chance for you guys to support the channel just a little bit more. In this video, this short little video, I'm just going to explain to you what it is, what you'll get from each of them, and will it affect the channel? That's probably the main question you guys are thinking of. Of course, you guys want to know, will it affect the channel? I'll answer that straight away. No, nothing on the channel will change. Everything will be exactly the same. It already is. Nothing's changing. This membership scheme, this club, the We Are City Club, is just a little bit extra for you guys if you want to, really support the channel and just get a little bit extra. And in that case, you'll be paying. So I'll tell you what it is and what you'll get for each one. So the We Are City Bronze Club, this is our, first starting tier of membership. And to be part of the Bronze Club, it would be 99p a month, you know, a pound a month really, £12 a year, that's all it is. And for that you get the basics, but you do get a little bit extra than that. So you get the loyalty badges that I've created that are on screen now, so the longer you're a member, the better the loyalty badge gets, and eventually you can be a Champions League winner here with your Bronze Club. You can be get these, so you can use them in live streams, these custom emojis here. I've made a few of them. As you guys, you know, start to become members, the more I can add, so these are the current ones at the moment that you guys can use. And then finally, one that is an exclusive thing just for you guys is career mode uncut gameplay, or any gaming video uncut gameplay. So you know, when I put the videos out and you guys watch them, the gameplay is cut into highlights to keep the videos down to around 40 minutes. The gameplay will be uncut, so the video will be about an hour long, maybe a bit longer, and the gameplay is the full game. You can watch the full game, no highlights, no edits, get to see every little bit of action. That's what you get if you join the We Are City Bronze Club. So if you join the We Are City Silver Club, that would be $3.99 per month, a little bit more, but this is what I'd call our main membership scheme. This is the one you want to be on if you want the real extras. So you get, just like before, the loyalty badges, the custom emojis, and also the career mode uncut gameplay, but you get a lot more extra. You get early access to every single upload and every bit of content on this channel. So every time I upload a video, I tend to upload, sometimes I can be in 3 months advance, sometimes I can be in a few days advance, but every single time, as soon as I upload that video, you guys get to watch it. You watch it instantly. Never wait for a video ever again. They'll be right on your screen. You can even watch them as box sets and maybe watch a full season if you wait a few weeks, where some people will only be 3 or 4 episodes in. If you're our Silver Club member, you can watch a full box set possibly of the We Are City career mode gaming episodes or so on. You also get a little bit extra than that. You get an exclusive career mode series, a career mode series that only you as Silver Club and above Gold Club members will get to see. That is something which is pretty exciting. A series just for you guys, a series that won't be on the channel at all. You also get a monthly live Q&A where you guys get to ask me about the ongoings on the channel, what's going off the channel and so on, and give your input on whether you think that we should do a certain thing or not. You guys are really important. And also you get photos and status updates. So that is a little thing which is not massive, but every time I make a sign in the career mode or I do anything in career mode, you get to see it ages in advance. I'll take a picture, post it on the community tab, only for you guys as members to see, to know what is happening behind the scenes here on the channel. And finally, our highest tier of membership will be to join the We Are City Gold Club. £5.49 per month. You may say that is quite steep, but listen to the extras you get on this. You get the badges and the custom emojis. You get the early access to every single upload. You get the career mode uncut gameplay. You get monthly live, you know, Q&As just like the silver level. You get exclusive career mode series, but just a bit more than that. You get member polls, you get shout outs in videos. Your name will be mentioned in our videos. You will be part, ingrained in the DNA of this channel. And then finally, you get live commentary on non-Man City matches. So I do live commentary on the City games. You guys will be able to listen to me do live commentary together with you, you know, sharing non-Man City matches. So we'll put out a schedule. You guys, the gold members, will pick which games you wish me to do the commentary on, and I'll do a commentary on one of those games which you guys get to watch along with me. It's really exciting if you're a gold member. I know that a gold member is a massive change. Silver members where you want to be, really. That's our main one. Gold members just a little bit extra for, suppose, you super fans who want to support the channel. And honestly, it's really appreciated if you join any level of our club's bronze, silver or gold club. That extra exclusive content you guys will get. Now, I've looked at what other creators have done with their memberships, and I think I am offering way more than a lot of them are. You get, you know, bang for your buck, as they say. I'm trying to offer as much as I can for the lowest price possible, because I believe you guys deserve that here on the channel. So nothing changed on the channel. Membership scheme is now live. Please go ahead. If you want to be a member of the We Are City channel, if you want to join the club, then join it. Your support is really appreciated. I understand if you can't join, don't feel the need to join. But if you want to support the channel, just to get this to another level and be ingrained, like I said, if you're a gold member, ingrained in the DNA of the channel, mentioned in every video, then please go and join. Click that join button, join the We Are City club, and join us and be a member today.
the same. Yeah. For my broken heart, no remedy. But maybe if you stay, we can get away with it. 'Cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions, just to show me what's on the other side of inhibition. No apologies, my baby. How do you do? 'Cause I'm feeling so good. Memories now let me fall back. But you'll be there, ready to rescue me if I go out of track. We can get away with it. 'Cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions, just to show me what's on the other side of inhibition. No apologies, my baby. What's on the other side of inhibition? Ooh, how do you do? 'Cause I'm feeling so cool.
Hello, welcome back to the We Are City channel for the second half of Manchester City versus Barcelona. Sort of pre-season, it's a charity game, mid-season charity game anyway, right at the start of the season. City currently are drawing 1-1 with Barcelona. It's been one of those games where mistakes have been the reason goals have been scored. City unmarked at the back post for a crossing from Rafinha for Barcelona. Unmarking, Aubameyang, too easy, gets a shot in across the box. Moreno is sent the wrong way, the goalkeeper, poor mistake, and Barcelona got an equaliser. City's opening goal came from an even worse goalkeeper mistake, a bizarre, calamitous mistake from Inaki Peña, who caught the ball and then drops it immediately onto Julian Alvarez's boot, and Julian Alvarez gambled on that possibly being the case. Both sides playing a really high line. I'm not sure if we see a substitution from Manchester City at half-time. Perhaps we will do. I'd like to see Kyle Walker off, maybe Luke Mbete on, give Kyle Walker a rest considering he's the only senior right back in the squad. Sergio Gomez was brilliant so far in the first half. Cut out a lot of the danger from Rafinha, Aubameyang, few forward passes, and he's looked decent going forward as well, which obviously is his forte, so I'm interested to see how he does. Julian Alvarez has been as lively as always. Bernardo Silva's been okay. Riyad Mahrez has been relatively quiet. Ortega Moreno, of course, made that mistake. Diaz has been pretty good. Walker's been okay. Rico Lewis has been heavily involved in the game. I feel like a lot of the build-up has come around Rico Lewis. There is 70% of 63 votes that believe that Bernardo Silva will get a goal in today's game against Barcelona, the side that have been sounding him out all summer. We'll see if that is going to come into fruition. Alvarez up top has been lively, really lively as always. I'm looking forward to seeing more Julian Alvarez really. I know we have Erling Haaland, perhaps Erling Haaland will come on today. However, I suspect we won't risk the injury situation with Erling Haaland, but I think a game for Haaland today, that high line of Barcelona's a ball in behind to Haaland and they're in big trouble. I feel like he'd score pretty easily. Mahrez has been very quiet on the right hand side. We need to see more Riyad Mahrez, like I said before. I think I said a few times, he always starts the season pretty slowly, does Riyad Mahrez. If you think about the time last season, the first 3 games we played, Norwich, Arsenal, and Mahrez was a player who came off the bench. It was until the latter stages of the season, and that is the way it goes. Lang says there's an advert over the break which was really enticing. Advert here on the channel or advert on the City Plus? You let us know. I don't know if it's our We Are City membership club advert that I put out. Perhaps it's that you're on about. Let us know, Lanky, what you're on about. If it is that, I'm glad it's enticing. That's the idea. To try and make it enticing, I guess. So, City versus Barcelona. We are probably around 2 or 3 minutes away from kickoff. I suspect the players should be coming out pretty soon. That's why I've come back on. However, we're yet to learn that. Maybe they're doing a little bit of a longer half-time break. We will run over the sides. Why not? Barcelona have been playing with Aubameyang for the middle, Rafinha on the right, Ferran Torres on the left. Perhaps Ansu Fati comes on for the fitness for the Spanish side. Ferran Torres has been okay for them. He's caused Rico Lewis a few problems, but Lewis has been pretty good, pretty solid, I'd say. Rico Lewis working hard, the young man, and he's obviously good on the ball. That is a big, big quality of his. Busquets has made a few nasty challenges. Jordi Alba also, and Riyad Mahrez. Jules Koundé I've been impressed with, or he has made a few passes. Well, this advert had 3 different stages, all with good rewards and good money, says Lanky. That is the We Are City membership club, Lanky. That is the We Are City membership club. You can join the bronze club, silver club, gold club. I've seen what other people offer from membership clubs, Lanky. I've seen the way other people do it, and I thought I want to make it 10 times better and for the same price. And that was my idea. And I'd say if you want to join the We Are City membership club, I would join the We Are City Silver Club. That is where you get most of the extras. You have to be an absolute super fan to join the Gold Club. I think the Silver Club is the way to go. The Bronze Club just gets you a few little extras, but the Silver Club puts you in a fantastic position. We have someone already in there, a few people, I think. The main man is Grealish the GOAT, who's been a member for a very long time now. He is absolutely fantastic, and from the sounds of it, he absolutely loves our content. So, substitution for Barcelona at half-time. Off comes Ferran Torres, and on comes Ansu Fati, one of the most exciting young players in the world. Sadly, his career has been hampered by injuries massively. Perhaps we see something different from him. Barcelona bringing on Ansu Fati shows an attacking intent, doesn't it, from the Catalonian side. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang still up top. Could be his last game in the colours of Barcelona, as he could be making the move to Chelsea before the end of next week. So, Ansu Fati on, Ferran Torres off. Barcelona seem to have made 2 changes, but I can't see the second change. Bad pass by Kessié, but Roberto deals it on the far right-hand side. Back to Iñaki Peña. Long ball forward by the Spaniard. Up to Aubameyang. Diaz battling with Aubameyang, who can't keep it. It's a free kick, apparently. That battle. Well, Manchester City have made a few changes, actually. Have made a few changes at Manchester City, but it's not been confirmed. So Mahrez is on the field. The front line looks exactly the same. The changes for City have come at the back. Kyle Walker has left the pitch, and he has been replaced by the number 5, John Stones. So Stones is on, Kyle Walker is off. At right back, we say goodbye to a player who's played fantastic. Rico Lewis, he comes off at right back, and on comes the number 7, Joao Cancelo, back in the right back position, which is good to see. Hasn't played much there over the past few seasons, hasn't he? And then finally, at the left back position, Sergio Gomez comes off on his debut, and he is replaced by Josh Wilson-Esbrand. So 3 changes for City, all on the back line. Stones, Esbrand and Cancelo on. It is Diaz in there alongside them. Rico Lewis comes off. Just update the team sheet. That noise there means the team sheet has been updated. There we go. So that is the confirmation of the changes. City are in here. Here's Wilson-Esbrand bursting forward for City. Wilson-Esbrand, really heavy touch. Allows Gerard Piqué to win it back off him. Really heavy touch. He got to the edge of the box, did Esbrand there with his attacking run. And lost it. Esbrand looks good, but I don't know about his passing ability. This is Lanky. Chance for City here. Alvarez. Straight at Peña. Alvarez again. Straight at Peña once more. Alvarez still. Alvarez once more. Alvarez still. Mahrez. Slice it wide. City should score. I don't know how City didn't score there. Alvarez with 2 massive chances. Can't finish it off. First one falls to him. Strike straight at Peña. Picks it back up. Strike straight at Peña again. Dribbles around a couple of people. Strike at Pena again. Mahrez slices it an absolute mile wide. We're about 2 minutes and 30 seconds in. I'll sort that out for you. There you go. Here is John Stones from Manchester City. Apologies about the clock, MK. The clock is back. Here's Moreno. Esbrand looks lively so far, though. City already look better attacking-wise. Just by changes in the back line. Bernardo Silva. Away from Frankie de Jong. Cancelo. Back to Ortega Moreno. I think Julian Alvarez should have got his second goal of the night. Couldn't finish his chance. Moreno into Mahrez. Good play. Mahrez going backwards. Forwards, Mahrez. Forwards. Bernardo Silva. Let's Phillips take control of this one. Calvin Phillips. Palmer. Oh, really poor pass by Cole Palmer. Just too relaxed, Palmer, for me. Too relaxed. PK. Back he goes to Inaki Pena. Not been impressed by Cole Palmer so far. De Jong round the corner to Aubameyang. Good little turn by the striker. Away from John Stones. Albert. Looks in behind to Ansu Fati. He made the run and then stopped. Joao Cancelo read that all the way. Back in possession of Manchester City. Thrown by Joao Cancelo on this right-hand side. John Stones. Bringing it out from the back for Manchester City. Diaz under pressure here from Rafinha. He dribbles away from him. Cancelo. Oh, trying to be too clever here. Past Ansu Fati. He's lost out. Ansu. Calvin Phillips, good defending. Gets his body in the way. He's big frame, Calvin Phillips, to block that one off. Cancelo into Cole Palmer. City looks to attack down the left-hand side now. Foden. Back to Esbrand. Diaz. Esbrand back to Ortega Moreno. Stones. Bernardo. Alvarez should have scored. He had two really good chances from very, very close. Surprised a man of his quality didn't finish them, to be honest with you. With power, he hit the first one. The second one, he just tried to direct it round the side of the goalkeeper. Both saved by Pena. Diaz. Here's Ortega Moreno. Long ball by him again out to Joao Cancelo. It's a great pass by the goalkeeper and nodded down to Bernardo Silva. Just got my GCSE results tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm just nervous like Man City vs PSG, second leg nervous. Well, good luck, Lanky. I don't know what they tell you at school these days, but the GCSE results you get are not the be-all and end-all. Yes, they open doors for you, but they're not the be-all and end-all in life. And what really matters is the people around you, the person you are, not how many A's or B's or C's you've got on a piece of paper. So honestly, I wouldn't worry. I wouldn't be too worried. 50 minutes gone here. The Spotify Camp Nou. City should be in front. Two glorious chances for Julian Alvarez, which he couldn't direct past the goalkeeper Pena. Pena plays a terrible ball forward, read by John Stones. Bernardo Silva. Silva. Pressure from Rafinha. Bernardo Silva tries to dribble his way through, but can't by 3 or 4 players. Kessié gives it straight away back to City with Foden. Phillips. Diaz. Esbrand. Diaz again. Esbrand seems to bring a lot of energy in that left-back position. Diaz. Pass it straight out of play. And he's not happy with Esbrand's positioning there. Koundé. Goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. Well, Pena's been very involved, the goalkeeper here in the ball. Very involved. Pena again. City, of course, played Crystal Palace this weekend. And Nottingham Forest, 2 home games in a row. Here's Cole Palmer. Nice turn by Palmer. Options for Palmer. Busquets throwing his leg out on him. Cole Palmer keeps possession. Diaz. Phillips. Diaz again. Diaz is getting very heavily involved in the build-up. Stones. Cancelo. Diaz. Foden. Diaz again. City making the pitch very congested. That gives Mahrez space on this far right-hand side. Riyad Mahrez. Couple of body feints. Still Riyad Mahrez. Up against Jordi Alba. Wide to Bernardo Silva. Phillips. There's Brand. Wide to Foden. Back into Ruben Diaz. Nice run by Foden. Diaz can't found him. Phillips on the turn. Lays it off to John Stones going backwards. And we go all the way back to Ortega Moreno here in Manchester City. Phillips across to Stones. Bernardo Silva flicks it round the corner to Phillips. That's brilliant from Bernardo Silva. Here's Calvin Phillips. Picks a pass wide to Phil Foden. He's just slowed it down a little bit here, Phil Foden. The pass from Phillips is a little bit slow. And City with a chance there to break. They've thrown it away. I swear we always lose to Palace's Elmo. Yeah, I'm not confident about the Palace game, Elmo. Palace and Spurs. City never seem to do well against them. Cancelo. Ball forward to Bernardo Silva. Frankie de Jong deals with good header. PK. Ooh, nearly gets dispossessed by Alvarez, who's chasing this one down. Pressure on Koundé, who ends up slicing it behind for a throw-in. Good pressing from Julian Alvarez again. Such a hard worker up top, isn't he? The Argentinian. Koundé back to his goalkeeper. Peña, Barcelona, back in possession. Naki Peña. Or is Southampton of late? It's like, yeah, Southampton, another bogey side. Years ago, it used to be Sunderland, didn't it? City always seems to struggle against Sunderland. Kessié, pressure from Ruben Diaz. He spins Diaz. Diaz fouls him. Ruben Diaz says, I don't even touch Franck Kessié. He's dropping before I even got near him. Kessié's got hold of Diaz's shorts here. Kessié falls to the ground himself. Peña. Ball forward again. Not read by Stones. Bernardo Silva all the way back to his goalkeeper. Good pressure from John Stones. He's happy with Bernardo Silva there helping him out. Diaz. Out to John Stones. Lays it off to Phillips. Nice pass around the corner to Mahrez. Still Mahrez. Back to Stones. City are working the ball pretty well, I'd say. Just not quite at the pace you want them to. Moreno, that's a beautiful pass into Alvarez. Low drifted pass along the floor, but Alvarez can't win it. Can't keep it. Phillips is pressing here. PK. De Jong. Calvin Phillips, great win back by Calvin Phillips. And he seems he wants to come off here. Calvin Phillips. Bernardo Silva. Calvin Phillips has got an issue here. I think Calvin Phillips has dislocated his shoulder. Looking like another injury for Calvin Phillips. Again, he's only played 2 games for City and not a competitive one yet. Chris says, I remember when our bogey team used to be the old Etonians, yeah. It changes, doesn't it? I think City always have bogey teams at times. You're always going to have bogey teams, I think. Like I say, I remember about 2011-12 when it was Sunderland. Sunderland always seemed to beat City, didn't they? And Lanky says, Stoke, we struggled. Yeah, do you remember that Peter Crouch goal? That Peter Crouch goal against Manchester City. Which was ridiculous. And then Yaya Toure in the same game scored an absolute screamer. Calvin Phillips here doesn't want to go off. But he seems really, really unhappy. He seems in discomfort. It seemed like nothing. He lifted his shoulder up to Calvin Phillips. All the Barcelona fans are applauding Haaland. As popular as any Barcelona player, I think they were wishing he joined them, weren't they? Perhaps they think they might get him in the future. Phillips saying, I don't want to come off. City are making changes. Barcelona are making changes. The return of Eric Garcia. The Spaniard is back. He's going to come on the field. So is, I think it's Balde, the fullback, and also Memphis Depay. So Gerard Piqué off. Ex-Manchester City man Eric Garcia comes on. He plays at the back for Barcelona. Eric Garcia now, 23, 24 years of age. Aubameyang, which could be his last appearance for Barcelona. Off comes the Gabonese international. Bit of a wave there from Aubameyang. On comes Memphis Depay. Franck Kessié comes off for Gavi in the midfield. And Balde, I assume, comes on for Jordi Alba, which he does. Quite a lot of changes here for them. We'll have to see what's going to happen with the Calvin Phillips situation. It's good to have a few more people in the comments as well. Lanky, of course, is here. Chris is here now. MK is here. And Xavi is now sitting alongside the leader of the ALS group, And I think Xavi's giving him a bit of tactical information about the Barcelona side there. Look at him. Diaz looks long. Mahrez. Well, Calvin Phillips has come off for City injured. On comes Rodri. Phillips is injured again. So Calvin Phillips is injured again, everyone. He's shouldered out that he's injured. It's an injury every week for Calvin Phillips. He's got a terrible injury record, hasn't he? So Rodri's on for Manchester City. Calvin Phillips is off. We are scoring a hatful of goals as Garcia is terrible. Mangler is better than him. I hope that's the case. I think Haaland against Garcia would be an interesting one, wouldn't it? I think he'd get absolutely bullied. Switch of play by Koundé. Poor pass though, intercepted by Mahrez. Rodri. Back he goes to Joao Cancelo. Edison injured Garcia on purpose as Elmo. Yeah. Perhaps. I remember that one. Here's Rodri. Fires one back to Ortega. Heavy touch, but he deals with it. And out wide to Josh Wilson. Esbrand. Chance to him to stretch his legs, but he goes short into Cole Palmer on the inside. Ruben Diaz again. Back to Ortega Moreno. I'm worried about the Calvin Phillips situation. That's another injury for him. He's just come back from an injury. Here's Rodri. Palmer. Esbrand. Looks very solid, Esbrand, doesn't he? At the fullback position so far. Nothing to worry about. Could be out for a long time, Calvin Phillips. We could be looking for a midfielder for the end of the window. Chris Thesis, I remember when Mike Doyle played on after breaking two arms. Yeah. Not that anymore, is it? A little pulled muscle. Oh, mind you, they weren't his arms. Oh, okay then. Well, I was about to mention Bert Troutman. He's always the go-to one, isn't he? Bert Troutman with the broken neck played on. But Mike Doyle breaking someone else's arms. Of course he didn't play on. An easy one, wasn't it, for Mike Doyle there? Here's Bernardo Silva. Rodri for Manchester City on the centre circle. Diaz. Palmer. Nice switch of play by Cole Palmer. Mahrez picks it up on the left boot. Mahrez now one-on-one with Balde, looking to test the young fullback. Mahrez. Going nowhere so far, Mahrez today. Esbrand. Good play by Esbrand. Really good play by Esbrand. Gets a kick. But from Rafinha. Rafinha apologises. City work it back though. Mike Doyle was a hard man. The Roy Keane of his day. I think Roy Keane is like the universally known as the hard man, isn't he, of football, Roy Keane? Or Yap Stam. Always tend to be United players. Here's Mahrez, who's offside. Mahrez is having an absolute shocker on that right side. Mike Doyle and Tommy Doyle related, says Lanky. I think that is the case, Lanky, yeah. Of course, Tommy Doyle's both grandfathers, I think, played for City, didn't they? In Mike Doyle, and who was the other one? Was it Glenn Pardo? Maybe that, I don't know where that name's come from. Am I wrong there? But I'm sure both Tommy Doyle's granddads played for City. Here's Eric Garcia. Balde. Koundé. Here's Frankie de Jong. Ball over the top. Lanky says, I don't know, I wasn't born. I think the chances are, Lanky, I might have not been born either. It's very interesting, isn't it? When you get to meet so many different City fans and different generations of City fans. I always find it interesting because they know players that, you know, you don't know, you've never got to see. You know, it's like Colin Bell. Everyone talks about Colin Bell and the greatest ever City player, the Kevin De Bruyne of his time. And of course, tragically passed away last year, I think it was. He's on the shirt, the City shirt this season. I never got to see him play at all, you know, and I've never even really seen that many clips of him. And I think, you know, if you think 30, 40 years' time, you'll be saying to younger City fans, you should have seen this Kevin De Bruyne. He was brilliant. You know what I mean? It's very interesting. I love that sort of thing. Shows the history of the club. Pardon was Tommy's maternal granddad. There we are. Here's Memphis Depay for Barcelona. A little turn past Rodri. Inaki Peña. Out to Frankie de Jong, who seems to have filled in at centre-back at the moment. Jules Koundé. Not there. De Jong is dropping very deep. Inaki Peña. De Jong next to the goalkeeper again. Barcelona definitely working out with that. De Jong, brilliant play by Frankie de Jong. Dribbles it past Julian Alvarez. Then gives it away though to Bernardo Silva. Into Rodri. Alvarez. Mahrez. City have a chance here. Palmer slows everything down when he gets on the ball though. Cole Palmer takes 10 or 30 touches, doesn't he? That is really frustrating with Cole Palmer. Slows everything down when he gets the ball. And now he's made a foul. It's so frustrating. Like he says, boy, no 5, done my research, and it's quite interesting for City, not glorified, but good read, like Dickoff's goal being important. Yes, in 1999, Paul Dickoff's incredibly important goal. Incredibly important goal to get City back where they are. So Bernardo Silva comes off for Manchester City, and on comes the number 17, Kevin De Bruyne. We also see the departure of Ruben Diaz for Luke Mbete. So Mbete on. We've got Kevin De Bruyne on. Just trying to change the team sheet for you guys. And also Phil Foden is coming off for Ilkay Gundogan. So a couple of changes for Manchester City here. And Mbete is going to be a top player perhaps in the future. That is the idea. Well, big cheers here at Barcelona for Bernardo Silva, as they think he might be joining them this summer, don't they? Or perhaps in the future. I think it's very likely in the future we see him join them. Here's Ansu Fati. Eric Garcia. De Jongs. Barcelona have gone sort of in a back three here, with Frankie de Jong sitting at the centre of it, which is an interesting one, isn't it? 32% were right, says Lanky. Yeah, chance for City here. Palmer straight at the goalkeeper. Alvarez on the rebound, blocked away. Rodri picks it back up and Gundogan gives it straight to Gavi. Alvarez works it back out. Rodri. Cancelo. We'll have to end that poll, guys. Here's Esbrand. Stone. City with a chance there. Palmer straight to the goalkeeper Peña. Rodri, that's a poor pass. And Mbete does the right thing there, just lumps it forward. Inaki Peña in a bit of trouble here and manages to watch it into his own box. Pick it up, but Julian Alvarez was right on him once again. 65 minutes gone. Quite a while to go in this game. Koundé in behind, brilliant ball. Esbrand can't read it. Here's Rafinha. Poor touch, and Josh Wilson. Esbrand makes a great recovery challenge. But Sergio Roberto's on it. Roberto with a pass into the box. And it's dealt with again by City. Rodri. Christie's is Kaiki on the bench. Kaiki has a... Oh, City with a mistake at the back here. Moreno off his line. Good initial save. And Frankie de Jong finishes it off. Calaritas are back. Calaritas are back from City. And we concede it's a goal for Barcelona. Ortega made a save, but it wasn't enough. And Barcelona take the lead. Kaiki has left the club, Chris, to join Pacos de Ferreira in Portugal on loan for the season. It's a shame he's not going to get his chance this season, considering the lack of options on the wing for Manchester City. But it is a goal, but it's a goal for the opposition. Barcelona take the lead. Poor from City. Stones into De Bruyne. Shocking pass by De Bruyne. Ortega makes a save as it falls to Depay, but Frankie de Jong is in there to finish it. Kevin De Bruyne at fault. Gavi Iconis at him. Well, Gavi sort of involved in that, wasn't it? But a shocker of a pass from Kevin De Bruyne. Straight to Barcelona in front of his own goalkeeper. Ortega Moreno did make an initial save. It bounced straight back to Frankie de Jong, who got his foot straight through it and scored the goal. But that is very poor from Kevin De Bruyne. Shocking pass in front of his own goal there. And here is De Bruyne. Tries to switch it out to Palmer. Deflects. Straight back into the path of Barcelona. Frankie de Jong can't beat Cole Palmer. Roberto. Good goal from Barca though. Jumping on City's mistake. Eric Garcia. Pressing from Mahrez behind for a throw-in. Right near the corner flag. Good work from Mahrez there. Alvarez was on the top of the goalkeeper as well. That's a shocking ball by De Bruyne. Moreno did well to get his hand on that one. And he gets up to try and save it again. And it actually comes off Moreno. He nearly blocks that one. Does the German. Chance for City here. De Bruyne blocked away by Koundé. Well, the City Plus is showing replays. It's not showing us the actual game there. And then we see De Bruyne with a chance and De Bruyne with a shot. He was in the box. It's blocked away. Corner Manchester City from the far left-hand side as we attack it. KDB on this corner. Cross comes in. In there is Julian Alvarez defended away. Cancelo on the rebound. Great strike. And then Julian Alvarez sends one a mile over the bar. Cancelo hits a rocket there. 30 yards out or so. Massive strike from Cancelo right down the middle, which is... Pena can't save it. It just bounced off his chest. Comes to Alvarez on the rebound, who strikes it over the bar. Wonderful first-time strike, though, from Cancelo. Wonderful first-time strike. Should have scored there, I believe, Julian Alvarez. I really do. That's probably his third chance he should have scored today, the Argentinian. Really clean strike from Cancelo from the edge of the box. Or further out, 30 yards or so out. Really hit it well. Here's Cole Palmer. Here's Palmer. Into De Bruyne. Mahrez. Mahrez. To Cancelo across the box. Tapping for Cole Palmer. And it's 2-2 for Manchester City. Wonderful play by Joao Cancelo. And Riyad Mahrez on that right-hand side. Cancelo is a right back. Play him at right back, please, Pep. Cole Palmer's got an absolute tapping in the box. He couldn't miss that one. 2-2. Game on. Well, a couple you predicted 2-2 and 3-4-2 and high-scoring game. I said 1-1. We've got this. Cole Palmer gets in the box and taps it in. Playing off the left-hand side here, Cole Palmer now. Great play by Mahrez and Palmer. And Cancelo, sorry. Palmer finishes it off. Cole Palmer, as easy of a goal he's ever going to score. Mahrez just lays it off to Cancelo on the overlap. Wonderful ball straight across the box. Palmer's never missing that one. 2-2. Come on, City, says Alfie. Still doesn't have to worry about getting replaced, says Lanky. And Manchester City are set to make another change. And it is going to be the big man. It's going to be Erling Haaland, but not sure who he's coming on for yet. The Barcelona supporters went wild when they saw Erling Haaland. I think perhaps they feel in the future they'll be able to sign the big Norwegian from Manchester City. A dive there, and City on the attack again here. And here's Kevin De Bruyne, and Kevin De Bruyne, and Kevin De Bruyne should pass it, and De Bruyne doesn't pass it. Dribbles his way into trouble, then makes a foul. De Bruyne had 3 or 4 passes on there, the Belgian. Decided against all of them. And in the end, dribbles into 3 or 4 Barcelona players. He nutmegs Busquets and gets fouled. The referee said no foul. I think De Bruyne should have passed it a lot earlier. Man City substitution, it is the number 19, I believe. Julian Alvarez, who comes off. He's replaced by our big Norwegian number 9. It is Erling Haaland coming on to play against Barcelona. The Barcelona fans applaud him. They're going absolutely wild, the Barcelona fans, for Erling Haaland. I think they expect him to join them this summer, didn't they? And I think it is clearly them thinking, well, if we're nice to him now, he might let us he might join us later. Barcelona making a few more changes as well. Rafinha, Pjanic, Pablo Torre is coming on. Nice to see Pjanic playing actually again for Barcelona. That's been a long while. Frankie de Jong, Sergio Busquets. I tell you what, City Plus is having a bit of a lagging session here at the moment. So it is Frankie de Jong off, Sergio Busquets off, Pablo Torre, Emilian Pjanic on as well. Pjanic back in Barcelona colours after that odd transfer between him and Juventus, which saw Arthur go in the other direction. The biggest money laundering you'll ever see, I think. Really. Hatim says City Plus is the Harry Maguire streaming. Yeah, it's had its problems, I think, hasn't it, for a few people. I've never really had any problems with it, as people have had before, in fact. But it does buffer sometimes. It has today. Jules Koundé under pressure from Haaland. Back to Naki Pena. Pena forward to a Memphis Depay. Wonderful turn by Depay. Can't get the ball under his spell, but he works it wide to Balde here eventually. Ansu Fati. Pjanic. Number 32 is Pablo Torre. What a ball by Pjanic, read by Esbrand. Cole Palmer in there. Great challenge by Cole Palmer. It's somehow been given as a free kick by the referee, which I think is an utter joke because it's not a foul on Gavi. Cole Palmer, foot on the ball. Gavi jumps over it. I don't know how that's a free kick. That is some real poor refereeing. Good tackle by Palmer. Referee says we don't allow good tackles here and gives a free kick Barcelona's way. That is really poor refereeing. Very, very soft free kick for absolutely nothing. And Miralem Pjanic stands over this one. What was the goal like? Literally just missed it, said Elmo. Mahrez down the right hand side and he just laid it off to Cancelo on the overlap. Pretty much on the byline. Fires it across the box. Past the goalkeeper and everyone. Cole Palmer tapping in the box. Here's Cancelo for Manchester City. The free kick for Barcelona came to nothing. Switch out to Josh Wilson Esbrand. Burst followed by him again. Gundogan. Rodri. Switch of play by Rodri out to Riyad Mahrez. He's had a bad game. Real bad game. Cancelo. Outside the boot, out to Kevin De Bruyne. Balde beats him to it, does he? He just does. Eric Garcia picks it up. Doesn't let the goalkeeper get anywhere near it. That's not the best of passes by Torre. That's a nice little flick by Ilash, though. Works it forward to Memphis Depay, and Bete with a toe in there. Not strong enough challenge from Luke Mbete. Esbrand's out of position. Here's Captain Roberto, ball behind Luke Mbete, who reads it well. And deals with it really well. Under the pressure from I think it's... who is it now? Abdi, sorry, not Ilash. Abdi is on the right-hand side for Barcelona. Gavi with a header. Roberto lays it off here. Chance for them. Cancelo smashed it into his own player. Sort of snatched to that one. Off Rodri and behind for a throw into Barcelona. We're looking attacking. Looking lively. Pep Guardiola shakes his head. Don't think he's been happy with his City performance. Another 2 goals conceded. Koundé. Pjanic. Gavi. Pjanic. Gavi again. Back he goes to Koundé. Barcelona work it around the back. Koundé back to Inaki Pena. Eric Garcia to pick out on his left-hand side. Koundé on the right. Looks like he might have to send this one long, the Spanish goalkeeper. Got 3 options on this right-hand side. He's taking his time here, Inaki Pena. Need to press the goalkeeper there, City. Make him make a pass. Ball forward. Esbrand, good interception. Rodri, good header on. Abdi. Mbete keeps it in, but only as far as Gavi. Good play from Barcelona here is Gavi. Options here for Gavi. What a ball through to Memphis. Depay! What a save by Moreno. What a save by Ortega Moreno. Really nice ball by Gavi outside the boot. Pokes it through to Memphis Depay. And Ortega Moreno sticks his left foot out and makes a really good save. Really good save. Great save by Moreno. Probably should score there, Memphis Depay, but a very good save from Moreno. And a one-on-one situation. He's a top goalkeeper. Crossing here. Haaland heads it away. Here's Gavi. Depay. Well, if you're from Scotland, apparently Rangers have qualified for the Europa League this season after beating PSV Eindhoven, which does mean Cody Gakpo could be on the move. Perhaps to Manchester United, Sheffield United also. Not Sheffield United, sorry. Nottingham Forest are also interested in him as well, aren't they? And a few other teams. Ansu Fati. Eric Garcia. Barcelona. Again. Patiently build it up from the back. Gavi. Roberto. Koundé. Always looking for the forward pass, Jules Koundé. Bags and bags of confidence, the Frenchman. He's been forced to play right back for the national team. I think he's massively playing him out of position. We know how negative Didier Deschamps is. Koundé again. It's Champions League for Rangers, says Chris. Not Europa League. Wow, I'm shocked. I thought it was Europa League. Well, congratulations to Rangers. Champions League football. City with a chance here. De Bruyne through to Haaland. Too heavy of a pass. Couldn't direct it to Haaland's path. Champions League for Rangers. Well, that's good news for them, isn't it? Lost one of their key players, didn't they? Or two of their key players this summer in Calvin Bassey, who moved to Ajax. And of course, we saw Joel Aribo move. Ex-Charlton man. He moved to Southampton this summer. Here's Balde, given away by Cancelo. Balde, wonderful run by the fullback, who's got bags of speed. And Esbrand goes tight here. And he switches to the far post. And it's a bad ball by Balde. After a fantastic run, he's past his port. Here's Abdi, looking to take on 3 or 4 City players. Palmer, great challenge here by Cole Palmer on Gavi. Can't win it back. Pablo Torre. Him and Gavi look very similar, actually, in their style. Garcia. Balde. Eric Garcia. Switch of play to Roberto. Roberto on the touch here, across the box to Memphis Depay! And it's a goal for Barcelona, and it's shocking defending from Manchester City. Absolutely shocking defending. Memphis Depay, all alone in the box. Stones, Diaz decide not to go with him. I'm worried about Stones and Diaz. I'm hoping Ake comes back. I'm hoping Laporte comes back soon, because they just don't seem to work together at the moment. And Barcelona take the 3-2 lead. Memphis Depay, all alone in the box. I don't know where City's defence is. It's a ball that he's clipped out to the far right-hand side to Sergio Roberto. It's actually Mbete. Diaz isn't on. Ignore me calling him. It beats Mbete. I mean, the gap between Stones and Mbete is shocking. Absolutely shocking, the gap between them. Chris says we need to get all the mistakes out the system before the weekend. That's quite right. That is the best thing we can do, isn't it, really? Because at the moment, I'm worried the way we've performed at times. Really worried the way City have performed. Defensively, look poor. So a double change for Barcelona. Sergio Roberto comes off, gives the captain's armband to Ansu Fati. He's replaced by American Sergino Dest. And also, Tenas comes on for Inaki Peña, another young goalkeeper. Chance to impress in the last 10 minutes for Barcelona. I don't know why this game is on, especially in the Prem. An injury to Phillips. Yeah, well, Calvin Phillips could be out for 7 weeks or something now. Couldn't be 8 weeks. But it doesn't surprise me Calvin Phillips is injured, to be honest with you. Jules Koundé is going to come off now as well for Barcelona. And he's replaced by Christensen, ex-Chelsea player. He moved to the Spanish side in a free transfer this summer. But yeah, I don't know. I think Phillips getting injured is going to be something we're going to be talking about a lot this season. Calvin Phillips is incredibly injury prone. Luckily, we've got Rodri and we don't rely on him at all. Cancelo, Rodri. City have been poor today. Really poor at times. At the back, we look so shaky. Moreno. And Mbete. Palmer. And Mbete. Moreno. Out to Gundogan. Straight to Barcelona instead. Esbrand headed forward. Gundogan nods it on. Haaland in there. And Barcelona go back to goalkeeper Tenas for his first touches after substitution. Number 36. And he plays a long ball forward straight to the path of Depay. It's a great pass. Depay skips past Rodri with ease. Torre, good defending by Stones. Got Mahrez here to the right side. He's going to find him. Here's Riyad Mahrez. Mahrez. De Bruyne on the overlap. Mahrez into De Bruyne. Comes off. I think it is defender Balde, who did really well just to get something on that. Otherwise, De Bruyne puts that across the box. Could have Haaland with a tapping at the far post. Corner Manchester City here. Erling Haaland in there. KDB in there. Crossing by De Bruyne. Haaland in there over everyone. Esbrand. Back out to Palmer. Options for City. Palmer with a swing in. It's a terrible ball by Cole Palmer. And it's all the way out for a goal kick. Absolutely atrocious ball by the number 80. Had some good touches today, Palmer. In particular, the one that he put in the back of the net. Other than that, I haven't been entirely impressed by him. Mahrez looks slow today. Very slow. Not yet maybe fully sharp. Balde long for Barca. Cancelo against Ansu Fati wins it. Mahrez. Bad pass by Mahrez again. Giving away to Barcelona. Ansu Fati. Beautiful bit of skill. Tries to run Joao Cancelo, who's strong and across defensively. I think we could see a lot of Joao Cancelo back at right back this season if we are playing these inverted fullback, because I do think he suits that role much better than Kyle Walker. Here's Tenas. Garcia. Tenas. Oh! Oh! Tenas nutmegs De Bruyne on his goal line to stop Barcelona from conceding a goal. Brilliant goalkeeping, really. Confidence from that young goalkeeper there to nutmeg KDB. Right on his own goal line. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Nearly another mistake, but it wasn't. It was brilliant by them. Dest. Abdi. Ball in behind here. Esbrand wants his keeper to come for it. He doesn't do. Esbrand. Terrible first touch by Esbrand. It's behind for a corner. Ooh, City have not played well at all here today. Tenas here takes a touch. De Bruyne comes in on him. And he does a little slide just past the boot of De Bruyne. That's brilliant from Tenas. Brilliant from Tenas. We drew Chelsea in the Carabao Cup in the first round. Really? That is big, isn't it? That could be City going out in the first round. Though Chelsea don't look so good. Chancey, Ansu Fati on the edge of the box. Haaland away and Bete's down holding his head. There's a head injury here. Stretchers will come on. I think it's a free kick to Manchester City. An injury to the head of Luke Mbete. And also, I think it's Gavi. It's the third round of the Carabao Cup. You're quite right, Lanky City will play Chelsea. That is a massive, massive draw, isn't it? Massive, massive draw right at the start of the series. Right at the start of it, you know, all the draws, and City get Chelsea of all the teams you could get. I'm excited, and of course the Champions League draw happens tomorrow as well. We'll find out what team City will face in the group phase. I'm not quite sure who we will face. I think Real Madrid aren't a possibility. Teams like that anyway. Elmo says we can easily beat Chelsea. Yeah, you'd suspect, wouldn't you, the way Chelsea have started. But come that Carabao Cup game, we could see Chelsea with a very, very different looking Chelsea side, couldn't we? Very different looking Chelsea side. Luke Mbete is still down here. Doesn't look good. Perhaps another injury, this is Manchester City squad. I mean, if Calvin Phillips gets ruled out for like 2 months for that injury, we're in big trouble. Big trouble. Mbete sat up, but it looks like it could be a head injury for Luke Mbete. Transfer news. Martin Dubravka could be on his way to Manchester United as a new second choice goalkeeper. Interesting. So Mbete is on his feet off the field. Let's see if he does make his way back on, or due to the concussion rule, perhaps Luke Mbete will have to come off. Apparently there's 91,062 fans. They were hoping for 80,000 fans, apparently. 91,062. Well done. And all the money, I assume, raised will be going to ALS there and to their foundation in Spain, or perhaps worldwide. So well done to Barcelona for organising that. And well done to Manchester City for being part of that. Well, Mbete's gone down again. Mbete's gone down again. Looks like a concussion. So Luke Mbete will leave the field. And it looks like it's going to be Oscar Bobb for his Manchester City debut. Luke Mbete's got concussion, it seems. Maybe we'll see Rodri go into defence. Palm back into the middle, Bob on the wing. Well, Christensen seems okay. Who he clashed heads with, but Luke Mbete He's not getting back up. So Rodri, I assume, will go into the centre-back role. We'll put Gundogan in the middle alongside Cole Palmer and Kevin De Bruyne. And Oscar Bob will make his way to the left-hand side for his Manchester City debut. And 2 Norwegians on the field for Manchester City, it seems it could be. In Oscar Bob. The number 52, I think, for Oscar Bob. We'll see what number he comes on. I've got him as 52 here. Pep Guardiola looks a little bit worried about this injury to Luke Mbete. Well, they won't play any added time, so we've had 4 minutes of Mbete on the floor. So 2 injuries for Manchester City today. 1 to a first-team player, 1 to a younger player. Big shame to lose so many players to injury. Luke Mbete is still down here and still struggling. So we'll have to see. He comes back on the field, but I assume he'll come off and Oscar Bob will come on. 2 Norwegians up top. Memphis Depay, the goal scorer there. If you're watching on City Plus or on Barcelona Plus, he's on your screen. The number 14 could be on his way to Juventus on a free transfer. But Barcelona have said they will sell either Memphis or either Aubameyang. They will not sell both. And it looks like the stretch is on for Luke Mbete here. And it looks like there's a big worry from the City staff for Luke Mbete. That is a big worry. Clash of heads, just a routine clash of heads, you'd say. But Luke Mbete is laid down and this looks bad for him. We do hope he will be okay soon. I think he's going to need a brace around his neck. Big clash by Mbete, Christensen, and Mbete has come worst off. Head injury for the young centre-back, which we hope he recovers from soon. Big shame to see Luke Mbete injured at this early stage of the season as well. Do hope he's going to be okay. Well, concussion vary from Jimenez length to 2 days out exactly. City getting more injuries just isn't what we want. And the squad's, I think the squad's light enough anyway. The squad is light enough anyway. I feel like the fact that we're getting injuries, I mean, if Calvin Phillips is out for a long time, we've literally got 3 midfielders. In Rodri, Bernardo Silva, Gundogan, De Bruyne, 4 midfielders. That is it. That is all we've got in the team. That is a big worry. And Mbete still down. So the 45 minutes of the second half are up. I don't think they'll play any added time here, so this might be the game done. They've found a net brace for Luke Mbete now. Do you think we're into the transfer window, says Lanky? No. I tell you what, Lanky. If Kevin De Bruyne, Haaland, Mahrez, Bernardo Silva, Edison, Walker all got injured, we still wouldn't sign anyone. We still wouldn't sign anyone. Elmo says, if Phillips is seriously injured, who would you buy? A man by the name of Romeo Lavia. Let's activate that 40 million buyback clause right now. We sold him for 10. We'll buy him back now for 40. But it's looking bad for City, isn't it, for the injuries and the small squad we have anyway. It's going to cause big troubles this season. Big, big troubles. So, off comes Mbete. They're still sorting this out. Obviously, it's a very serious head injury. Taking big precautions here to take him off. I think they're pretty worried. Pretty worried are the City staff. And the Calvin Phillips injury also looks like a very serious shoulder injury. Maybe they took him off due to precaution, but I'm not quite sure. Chris D said Mike Doyle could still put a shift in. Get him on, Chris. He might be the last hope. He might be the last hope, mind he, on a free transfer. Because I can't see City spending any more money. I mean, it's uncertain on the Nathan Ake injury that he got, the extent of that one. City players look worried. Lanky said I would get Idrissa Gana Gueye from PSG for 10 million. PSG won't get rid of him. And I think he's all right. Yeah, I think Idrissa Gana Gueye brings baggage with him, I would say. I would say baggage is the word I would call for what Idrissa Gana Gueye brings. I think that's why clubs are not touching him at the moment. Well, the fans look around. Ferran Soriano and Cheeky both sat with Barcelona president Laporta. All the executives there in the boxes with the TV screens in front of them. They can watch the game on the pitch or from the TV screen. I bet they're watching themselves now. One of them keeps looking back at the screen. You can see himself looking at himself on the screen. Yeah, one guy's waving over that far side. Well, this is massively worrying, isn't it? Because Mbete is still down. I really do hope he's going to be okay. Something as simple as a clash of heads. Well, he gets applause from the Barcelona fans. City need to, you know, get him off the field. I think concussion could be the issue here. All the City players are crowding round. They want to get close to Luke Mbete and just wish him the best. This is why I often question these types of games. They often come at a big cost, as Chris. Yeah, they do, don't they? And perhaps it's a bad idea. I mean, starting the game already, you know, if it was in pre-season, fair enough, but it's not. The season's already started. I mean, we've got a third round clash with Chelsea now. We haven't got the squad for that, have we? At all. We need to be playing someone like Chesterfield. MK hopes he's okay. I think we all do. Ender says, is this match going to stoppage time? I don't think so, Ender. I suspect, as Mbete leaves the field here and Oscar Bob gets on, the referee's just going to blow the full-time whistle. Because it's 95 minutes now. It's 95 minutes, so surely they're not going to play on. That, you know, he's been down for a good 10 minutes there, Luke Mbete. I can't see him play another 10 minutes, although I'm unsure. Well, he's going off, driven by the truck. He's got medical staff with him. And he will surely get the best possible treatment. I'm sure he will. Mahrez is talking to Xavi here about, is there going to be any more added minutes or is that it? I think there's about 2 minutes of the game left. But Oscar Bob comes on for Manchester City. Luke Mbete. He's off. So Oscar Bob is on. He might get a few seconds of football. I don't know how much longer we're going to play here, referee, but as soon as he kicks this ball, that might be it. So I'll take her out to Cancelo. Cancelo forward to Haaland. Through the back of him comes Eric Garcia. 5 minutes added time. We've already played 96, so I don't know how that's going to work. Thoughts of Luke Mbete, poor lad. Really hope he's going to be all right. So do I, Chris. You know, we hope it's not going to be anything career-threatening or anything too serious for him. I think perhaps it's just a concussion. I mean, when I say just a concussion, concussions are very serious. Hopefully a mild concussion. That's the case. And he will be okay to come back out in the next few games and continue training. Cancelo, brilliant work for Manchester City. Into Cole Palmer. Haaland's through the middle. Palmer. Got to feed Haaland. He does find Haaland. Oh, and Erling Haaland. He's taken down the box. Penalty Manchester City. Penalty Manchester City. Haaland's played through. He's clipped by Christensen. And it's a penalty. I mean, Christensen knows nothing about it, but his knee clips the boot of Erling Haaland. And it's a penalty. Penalty Manchester City. It's a jammy one. I tell you that. It's a jammy one. Haaland's running through. Christensen runs across the back of him. Clips the leg of Haaland. And it takes him down. And it's a penalty for Manchester City. And Riyad Mahrez is taking it. Not Erling Haaland. Interesting. I think Haaland wanted it. Mahrez said, I'm having it. Right, what is it with the last minute shenanigans? Well, Mahrez will probably miss this, won't he? He'll never take one again. Mahrez steps up against Tenas. Designated penalty taker is Riyad Mahrez, who smashes it home. And Erling Haaland doesn't celebrate with Riyad Mahrez. Good goal from Mahrez at the penalty spot. Oh, Haaland goes across to congratulate him. Haaland's running through, and Christensen kicks the ankle of Haaland with his knee. He didn't mean to. He really didn't mean to. 3-3. A draw at the Camp Nou. Good penalty by Mahrez. Brilliant penalty. I think that'll be it now. Referee continues play. We've played nearly 100 minutes of football here. Barcelona give it away, and could City go for the winner? I don't think so. Ilkay Gundogan's going back to Ortega Moreno. I think City will take the draw, will they? Stones. Alfie Lively says Mbete okay. I've no idea, Alfie, unfortunately. I've no idea. Barcelona with a chance here. Depay intercepted by Rodri. Chance from range from Abdi and a save by Ortega Moreno. I'm not sure, Alfie, on Mbete. He was stretched off. Didn't someone predict 3-3, says Elmo? They might have done. Whoever predicted 3-3, let us know. Because congratulations. That is a fantastic prediction. I think they did. I'm sure someone predicted 3-3. I'm absolutely sure someone did. You're right, Elmo. Was it Joel? Or I'm not sure. Ball in by City here. Riyad Mahrez in a wide position. Mahrez is offside as he has been all game. He's had a shocker, Mahrez. Barring the penalty and the pass to Cancelo for the goal, he's had a shocker. Here's Garcia. Pablo Torre back to Tenas. Into Christensen. Wide. Oscar Babby's across the press. Torre. Eric Garcia. Haaland should have taken the pen, says Alfie. He wanted the pen, Haaland, but Mahrez took it off him. Gundogan on the turn here. Tackled. Rodri on the turn. Back to Ortega Moreno. Referee continues to play on here. Cancelo, I assume Mbete will go straight to the hospital. And they will try and sort that out for him. De Bruyne. De Bruyne, great touches. Y2. Oscar Bob. Chance for Manchester City here. Bob. What a space for him. He slowed down though. And there's Brand. Oh, City have completely ruined that counter. Gundogan. Rodri. Rodri again. Across the Stones. Referee blows the full-time whistle. Manchester City 3. Barcelona 3. Brilliant game, in a way. A game of goals between Pep Guardiola and his former player, Xavi Hernandez. City both share with Barcelona 3 points. Great game for charity. Only 2 negatives of the game, and that was, well, 3 negatives. 1 City's defending. 1 Luke Mbete's injury and 1 Calvin Phillips' injury. We hope those both recover as swiftly as possible. Alfie says, are you going to play FIFA 23 when it's out? Of course, Alfie. That is what we're waiting for, isn't it, for the new season? We have got new series coming pretty soon. Thanks for the commentary. Great comments from all. I'm off. What was that all about, Pint? Take care, all. Chris. Thank you very much, Chris. It's been great to have you here. It's been great to have you all here on this commentary. And we'll see you all next time in quite a while. In quite a while, guys. So the next game is City versus Palace, which I won't be around for because I will be at that game. So no commentary for the City versus Palace game. There'll be no commentary for the Manchester City versus Forest game because once again I'll be at the Etihad. The next game after that would be Aston Villa away, which I won't be around for. I'm having a little week away between the 3rd and 10th against Spurs. So we're back on the 17th. Our next live on the 17th of September. So see you soon, guys. It's been great to have you. As always, we'll see you next time. Keep liking all those videos. Keep watching all the videos on the channel. And we'll see you very, very soon.